What's up, everybody? How you guys doing tonight? Oh man, I don't know if you guys heard or not, but I magically hit 300 subs for some reason. I didn't think enough people would want to listen to what I have to say because it's not very good. But I guess I upgraded from mediocre content to ain't too bad, I guess. But what's going on, guys? Been looking forward to this show for a while. It was supposed to be myself, Destiny, and Robby. Robby still might show up, but he worked till 9, and then he had an hour drive back to the house. So if he does come, it won't be till a little bit later on. But he'll definitely be here, and we already know this young lady, obviously. Destiny, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. Let's see who we got in the chat tonight. We got Brett, Miss Carter, Chris Snyder, Rob Kerr, Brandon. I know I saw some Boogman, Holly Klein, crew member. What's going on? Oh, it's going to be a fun time. The J-Man's in there. What's going on? Thanks for the love, guys. I appreciate it. I wouldn't be here without all of you guys, obviously. Destiny, give me back my Robby. What did you do to him?
He's tied up.
He's in her basement.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
We have basements in Texas. Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to work tonight, but I guess I think he might have messed up and thought we were Thursday night, which for some reason everybody does that comes on here for some reason. So he missed his days up. He worked tonight, unfortunately, but hopefully he'll be here a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. And then tonight's show, guys, we were going to talk about the whole decade, but I don't think we have enough time to do that in one night. There's just way too many movies to talk about and go back and forth on. So I figured we'd split it up into 2 sections. Tonight we'll just do 2000 to either 2004 or 2005, whichever. And we'll just bounce back and forth. There's not really going to be like a set, program set up tonight. It's just going to be shooting the shit. And obviously, next week on the channel, we're having Filthy with Fauci episode 4 with special guest crew member. We're going to watch Intruder for a watch party. That should be fun. And then the Wednesday after that will be the 300 subscriber banger. So I'll let anybody that wants to come hang out. Come and hang out. I don't know why that's funny to you.
No, just the banger. That's what set me off. I'm sorry.
That's nothing. That's not something a country boy would say. Right?
I guess not.
It'd be like 300 subscriber hoedown.
We don't say that.
Oh, down.
I've never said hoedown.
You never went to a hoedown?
No, I have not, unfortunately.
I don't really know.
I would probably try it at least once.
I don't really know what that is. I'm assuming it's just a party out in the sticks. But whatever. Chad's in the building. What's up, Chad? Stirring the pot, my man. Stirring the pot. All right, so I guess we'll fucking dive into this 2000s horror talk. I'll let you toss out the first movie that comes to your mind when you think of the first part of that decade.
Okay, well, I kind of made a list, and I started from, in order, so I'm just going to list the first one on there. And I have Final Destination.
Who doesn't love Final Destination?
I know, I really love the original. I think it is my favorite. I don't know, but I love the first one.
I was going to say it'd either be the first one or the second one for me would probably be the favorite. The rest of them are okay, but obviously being the original, setting up the story for the franchise, it got to be the best one in there. And the cast was good. I mean, Stifler's in there for crying out loud.
And Devin Sawa, and I love him.
I know.
I really like his character.
He was good.
Yeah.
I forget. I think this was after American Pie, if I'm not mistaken. It was hard for Sean William Scott to freaking he's Stifler no matter what he's in. He tries to do other roles, but which is why he's not in that many movies probably now, because they only want him for that same type of role, and he probably
he got typecasted.
He doesn't want to. That's what defined his freaking career, one role. So now he's like, I don't want to do anything anymore.
Yeah, even though I think I've seen the first American Pie, maybe. So I don't really know him as that character. I do know him
Yeah,
from Final Destination because I think I've only seen the first one, maybe.
I I know I don't even know how many there are. I know
Neither.
I seen the first two, and then I think they got a wedding and a reunion one. I don't know. And then a spin-off
Oh,
shit. Yeah, I lost track of that stuff.
yeah,
Um,
not my thing really.
how many? There's five Final Destinations, right?
Mhm.
I haven't watched those in so long. The
Really,
only,
I
the-
hmm?
I was waiting for you.
Oh, my bad. I rewatched 5 not too long ago, last week, and then I watched 3 yesterday.
The roller coaster.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was like, oh, that doesn't look that good, actually.
I
Um, if you look past the roller coaster and look in the background, it it doesn't really hold up. I was like, oh, that doesn't look good. And that was the first time I've ever noticed that it didn't look good. I was like, that's disappointing.
what the first one was the plane. The
Mhm.
second one was the log truck.
Mhm.
The third one was the roller coaster. What was the fourth one? Was that the racetrack?
Yeah,
What was the fifth one?
the bridge.
Bridge.
The fifth one's great. I
I
love the fifth one.
I definitely don't remember that at all.
You need to rewatch it.
I have to. I definitely remember the first four, but I don't remember that one at all.
That's surprising. Yeah, I don't like part 4. Part 4 is not that good. I'll still watch it for like dumb fun, I guess, but it's not very good, and it looks just so cheap, and just like
I,
everything is just
I'm surprised
shitty.
when was 2000? When was the fifth one from? Do you remember what year that was from?
I think 2011.
Damn, I'm surprised they didn't make another one in 10
I
years
know, but you
or,
never know.
or
Maybe.
reboot it again. Let's see. Since you started at 2000, there's a. I was going through the list. I don't even freaking like know half of these movies. I know Ginger Snaps came out in 2000.
I have not seen it.
It was. It's okay.
Is it okay?
It's okay. It's a werewolf movie with Catherine Isabel in it. I mean, she's probably the best part of that movie. I don't really remember too much about it. It's not one that I've rewatched multiple times.
Yeah, I think I would like that one. I've
You,
heard it being compared, or like Jennifer's Body being compared to Ginger Snap. So
I could see that.
I do
That's.
want to
I think.
watch it.
I was gonna say. I think that'd be something that you would like. Oh, crew
Yeah,
member brings up a good one. Cherry Falls was 2000. I was just gonna say that.
I haven't seen that
Have you
one.
seen that? You haven't seen that one either.
No,
That
I want to.
that's a good. That's actually pretty good. Brittany Murphy's in it.
Hmm.
I can't remember who the other guy is. I should know this. That's the one that is like the opposite.
Of It
Um,
Follows.
they usually yeah kill the
Yeah,
people who didn't have sex instead, which is obviously a nice twist on what they usually do in those movies. It's not bad. The
yeah.
killers. It's been a while since I've seen that one too, but I know that one used to be on like USA back in the day all the time, so I'd watch it when I was a little kid.
Damn. I never saw that like on TV or anything because
But
I didn't know that was a thing.
I think you would like that one too.
I do want to watch it. I'm very
Um,
interested.
what else you got from 2000?
Scream 3.
What is that? Scream
Uh-uh.
3.
I love Scream 3. Don't you
That's
even?
the one where that dumbass goes back in, smells the gas, and lights the fucking lighter like an idiot and
Yeah, I
blows
mean
up
that
the
part's
house.
kind of dumb, but I like everything else.
It's not like everybody always says. It might be one of considered probably the worst one in the franchise or towards the bottom two, but it's still good. Like none of the Scream movies are bad by any
Hmm.
means. I saw that you actually ranked the fourth one last. Was that correct? Did I see that right?
Yeah.
That surprises me a lot.
Why?
I would think that you would like the fourth one a ton. I don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't really seen it in a while because I don't have the fourth one. I just haven't gotten it yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like I still haven't really tried to get it at this point. You know, it's like I love the first three a lot because those are the ones
Yeah,
I grew up watching. Even though this was kind of cool because it's like I could finally remember watching it because I can't remember the first time watching the others, but this
yeah,
one I can
me either.
remember being surprised by. But I don't know. It's not it doesn't feel like the first three, I guess.
No, I was super excited. I mean, I went to see it opening day. I got the poster and everything, but
Oh.
after I left the theater, I was like, it just didn't
Yeah.
have the same charm as the like you said as the originals.
Yeah. That's
It,
it. Didn't have the charm. And I didn't like the way it looked. It was
no, a lot of people like it a lot. I
it
I
was
just
like
I
bright.
don't enjoy
Like
it that much.
yeah.
I can't take the killer seriously, either one of them, to be honest, Jill
I
or
mean,
Charlie.
I like Jill. Charlie, I don't like Charlie. Charlie makes me mad.
He's a
He's so
whiner,
whiny.
and I think of Home Alone when I see that kid. So I don't.
You know,
Since
I
that,
didn't know he's also the kid from Signs.
yeah, the little boy.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
Well, no, he was Mel Gibson.
Yeah. That's who he was.
That's who he was. He was Mel Gibson. That's a that's a good movie that I haven't watched in a long time, and I think it took place in Pennsylvania too, if I'm not mistaken. Signs.
Really? I can't
I think
remember.
so. The
I
crop
watched
circles and
it.
shit.
Yeah, I watched it a couple of years ago, like maybe 2 years ago. But I still love it. I just don't find myself trying to watch it often.
Yeah,
It's not a lot of fun, I
I was gonna
guess.
say it's not really a. I guess it's not really a movie you're gonna rewatch.
Yeah.
Like once you watch it one time, it's pretty much the end of the game because the shock value is gone, and then you're like,
Yeah. I
you beat
watched
him.
it whenever I was younger and then I rewatched it when with Bailey and that was it.
It's
Really.
okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Mia? We are talking about horror from 2000 to middle of the decade, is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Brandon says Emma Roberts was just playing the same character she always does. That's a good point. I think she only knows how to play one role, to be honest.
Yeah, so this is like a sidetrack, but there's a YouTuber I watch called Drew Gooden. I think that's how you say his last name. He did like a review for this one movie and it's something about like Little Italy in like Canada or something, but Emma Roberts is in it. And so is a guy from Star Wars. I don't know who he is because I don't know Star Wars,
I
but
don't either.
someone help me. He says something about having the high ground. If anyone knows who that character is, that's who he is. But like in the movie, but she's in it, and it's like so stupid. It's like a Hallmark movie that went to movie theaters. Like I don't know. There's a lot of pizza in it, but she was in
A
it,
lot
and
of
it came out in
pizza.
like 2018. I was like, what the fuck is she doing in this movie? Because it was
Poor
just so stupid.
Brett, Chris and Brett said Ewan McGregor.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep. This is not in Destiny in my wheelhouse. I have no idea
No,
who these
but
people
they
are.
in the video they're making fun of it because they like Star Wars and they're like, I have the high ground, Nikki. So, watch that video. It's pretty funny.
Oh, Chris says, and hey, I have the high ground as in Star Wars. Good job.
Yeah, I know
I
it just because of that video, but I
I,
do
was,
know it.
I did not know that at all. I don't really know.
I
I know
just
who
taught you something.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is though. I know who that is.
That's good.
I'm
I
not.
know a lot of Star Wars stuff from like Family Guy. And I fucking hated those Family Guy Star Wars episodes
I
because
like
I was
those
like, I
ones.
don't know what
They
this
were funny.
is. Oh, I like Family Guy, but I didn't like the Star Wars episodes because I don't like, I
Yeah.
don't know much about Star Wars. I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
I would
I
be
mean,
like actually upset when those would come on at night because I would always look forward to watching like American Dad and then Star Wars and then
yeah.
Family Guy.
Then you're like,
And then it's the fucking Star Wars episode. Oh man, heartbreaking.
son of a bitch.
I was always upset.
Hey, Michael Myers even made Family Guy, so that was pretty
He
cool.
did. The
George
fucking
P.
the
Wilbur.
Michael Myers. Oh, yes. Oh my god. I lost my shit the first time I saw that. I was like, no fucking way.
That was so funny. My favorite
Was,
serial killer of all time, George T. Sobel.
oh my god. I forgot
Tom
about
Tucker.
that. That's amazing.
Oh, that's not really a horror movie, but Scary Movie came out in 2000.
I was going to say that one, yeah.
Oh, love Scary Movie.
Me too. It's so good.
Like it's one of those movies that I could not watch for years and flip it on and know every single line and everything about it. The series got terrible as it went on, personally for me, but the first two were good, enjoyable to watch. Then it got PG-13 and then it just wasn't as funny.
Yeah, the third one used to be my favorite, like
growing
up for some reason. I liked the first two and I liked the second one. And I actually kind of liked the fourth one. But I rewatched the fourth one the other day. It wasn't that memorable.
Is the fourth one the one where they make fun of Saw and Billy's there and there's...
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like War of the Worlds and
that's the one.
I didn't know it because I haven't seen The Village, so I never knew what that part of the movie was, but The Village. What else? Yeah, but I think now the first one is my favorite. I don't know.
First one, then the second one.
Good. I like the second one too, yeah, because I have the second one on VHS. I don't have the first one yet. So anytime I want to watch one, I watch the second one.
I used to have the first one on VHS.
Damn.
I think I gave them all to Goodwill.
Should have held on to them for me. That's rude.
I got rid of those like 10 years ago.
Okay, and?
I didn't think anybody would want to watch VHS tapes or collect them.
Well, here we are.
And now that's like the cool thing to do.
Super cool. Yeah.
And they cost more than Blu-rays, which is pathetic.
I know. It's frustrating.
It's because obviously because they're so rare, obviously.
Yeah.
What else we got from 2000? The second Urban Legends was from 2000. Urban Legends Final Cut. I haven't seen that movie in... I couldn't even tell you how long.
Really?
It doesn't compare to the first one at all.
No, I actually watched it for the first time last week because I had a lot of time because of like the storm and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I watched it because I had watched the first one and then the next night I was like, okay, I'm going to watch the second one now. Yeah, I wasn't super big on it. I don't know. A lot of it was just like, what? It was kind of unbelievable. I don't know. I like the first one.
Yeah. What did they say? Good. Brett says, "What lies beneath an American Psycho?" I'll probably throw myself under the bus. I haven't seen either one of those either.
Matt, I will join you on that.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't either, and I'm always so nervous to say I haven't seen American Psycho.
I hear so many people talk about it, and I do want to see it. I haven't got around to watching that one yet.
Yeah, exactly. Like I do want to, and I've seen a lot of it, like just like on Facebook and just all over social media. And there's a music video from the guy from Final Destination 5, actually, the one that looks like Tom Cruise. You know?
Okay, yeah.
You don't remember? Do you remember?
I remember him. Yeah.
Miles Fisher, that's his name. So he also makes music and has music videos for like songs he covers.
Oh, okay.
And there's one song he did, it's a cover, and his music video is like inspired from like American Psycho. But like a lot of it's like exactly from American Psycho. So I watched that and I was like, okay. I learned a lot.
I mean, I know Christian Bale's in it, but that's like all I know. And I think his name's Patrick Bateman, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, Brett has...
Batesman or something.
Hey, Brett hasn't seen American Psycho either. Good, so I'm not alone.
Woohoo.
And What Lies Beneath, I heard of it, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah, me either. It sounds familiar, but I have no idea.
Oh, good. Chris hasn't seen it either. Good.
Yay.
Good. If somebody else was in here, he'd be calling me stupid.
I know. I'm like scared. Jason's gonna freaking beat my ass for some of these.
I like American Psycho is probably one that he'd probably get really pissed off at.
Yeah, definitely. So
I'd get
yeah.
around to it, I guess.
I will. I promise.
2000 the year wasn't very good. Oh, we had personal favorite Leprechaun in the Hood came out in 2000. You probably
Really?
haven't seen that.
I don't think I've seen that one, honestly.
I've seen that one. It's not very good.
No.
It's him smoking a lot of weed.
Yeah.
And oh my god. Robby just got out, everybody. You just heard him in the background.
That was my fucking cat. I don't know what he knocked over, but it was something.
That was her cat. Wink, ladies.
That was my cat.
Hey, my cat's over there.
I heard it meowing or like purring or something earlier.
She's probably gonna go attack the fish.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, she sits on top of the fish tank and sticks her paw in the water.
That's funny.
Crew member, yeah, Dracula 2000. Don't remember much about it.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it either. If anybody was coming here to get educated tonight, you got the wrong show.
Yeah.
Because
don't count on me and Matt.
We haven't seen nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Except for fucking Halloween 2018.
Halloween 2018.
That's it.
That's next decade, though. I can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Mia says American Psycho is a favorite. A lot of people say that.
I know, Mia. I know. And I will watch it.
I heard he comes out like butt naked, drops a chainsaw down a flight of steps, and somehow hits the girl. But I can't believe that wasn't enough to make me see it yet.
I know. You just anything I've seen, and there's like a thing with the card, and there's a thing with him like peeling the thing off his face. Yeah. So I've seen stuff about it.
I just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
One of these days.
One of these days.
You got anything else from 2000?
Blair Witch 2, Book of Shadows.
Book of Shadows.
Yeah.
That's been a while. That's been a while.
Yeah, whenever I watched the first one, like the very first time, I was probably like 15. I watched it and I was like,
what?
That was scary. And I was just like, damn, that did not hit me the way I was hoping. And I guess it's kind of like you had to be there to witness like the whole craze of it, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't experience that. I was like 1, I think, when it came out. Maybe.
Wow.
But yeah, because I think it came out in 99.
Yeah, I was 11.
And I was born in 98, so.
She's a baby. No wonder you like H2O so much.
Yeah, it came out my birth year. I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It is. It is a good movie.
Yeah, I know. Blair Witch, I guess since I was 11 at the time, all the kids I used to hang out with, they'd run up in the woods, and then I guess they had, that symbol that, I don't even know what the fuck it is. They'd have a bunch of them pre-made, and then they fucking like hung them on trees and shit, and I thought it was real. And then it freaked me out real bad. And then
I would have been scared too.
I always wanted to go down to Maryland to visit where that was.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought it was real, but then I learned that it was totally fake, and then I was like,
oh.
It didn't mean the same thing if it wasn't real.
Yeah, whenever I watched it, because I watched it alone, it was like nighttime, and I was like babysitting. I was like, yeah, I'm going to watch this. I was like, I'm going to keep the light on just in case, I get scared. But I was like watching it, I was like, this is not that scary. And I tried to rewatch it. I was just like, this still isn't that scary. I mean, I like it, but
yeah,
it's not. I like Blair Witch also, like the latest one from like 2016, I think.
I keep hearing people talk about it. Honestly, I didn't even know there was one.
I really liked it. A lot of people don't, but I thought it had some really cool like moments in it. I really liked it. I think it's more fun than the first one. There's more like going on.
I'll have to check it out. I've been seeing people talk about it. I didn't even know there was one.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of the Book of Shadows. It was I don't know.
I mean, it's cheesy, but
a little trippy for me.
Yeah. I
And
remember I watched that one not too. Well, it was like a couple of years ago. No, it was like a few years ago. And because it was like on one night, I just would like look at like horror movies like on TV so I could like
oh yeah,
record them, you know. And I saw that one was coming on. I was like, I didn't even know there's like a Blair Witch 2. I was like, no way, I'm gonna watch this. And I was watching. I was like, what the fuck is this? It was not what I was expecting at all.
no,
But I remember the girl being naked and she was like on the ground and she's like, she keeps
oh
like,
yeah,
yeah. And then the goth girl. I like the goth girl.
I could see that.
She's cool.
I could see that. Sorry.
Yeah.
What do we got? The J Man says Frailty. Never seen it.
Neither.
The Ring. I hate it. What Lies Beneath. I've never seen it. Dawn of the Dead remake. Fantastic. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Fantastic. We're working our way up to that year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Filthy Dan, what's going on, buddy? I don't think I have anything else from freaking 2000.
Oh, I have one more.
One more. What do we got?
Jack Frost 2.
The one where he has like a Jamaican outfit on the cover.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I have seen the kill count, and I love the kill count for it. It makes me laugh so hard.
I've never seen that one. I've seen the first one, but I've never seen the second one.
I've seen the first one, not the second one. Even though James from Dead Meat, he said he likes the second one better. So, and like the first one was kind of fun. It was just stupid.
It's so exactly like the snowman on the cover is not anywhere near what we get in the movie
at all.
You get Frosty the Snowman in the movie.
Yes, it's so bad, and you can just tell how fake he is.
Oh my gosh, I think what the hell's her name? The girl from Scary Movie was in Jack Frost too. Why can't what the fuck's her name?
Shannon Elizabeth.
Yes, she was in that movie.
Yeah.
That's crazy that she would do that.
Yeah, but I think that was like one of her first roles.
Oh, I was never like Jack Frost. I think the first one came out late 90s sometime. But I think it was supposedly filmed like in like 1994 or something. And they held it for a while and then put it out. Oh my God. Oh, it's more people hopping in the chat. Gary Rangel, what's going on, buddy? I know. Danny, what's going on? Oh, we got a nice chat tonight. Nick Cooling, what's going on, buddy? Johnny Styles, what's up?
Hi, everyone.
Oh, 700 subs for Nick Cooling, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell yeah.
He's beasting over there.
Good job, Nick.
All right. I guess we'll jump up. I don't have anything else for 2000.
No, that is it from me.
2001. Wow. This is not... Okay, there's some.
I have a few, or a good amount written down.
I guess I'll start with saying the one that got some news today, Jeepers Creepers.
Yes.
Obviously, they're coming out with a new one. I don't know how I feel about it because the third one was terrible. But
yes,
it can't be any worse. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, they really set the bar low with that one.
I didn't even finish it. I think I might have watched 30 minutes and shut it off. I couldn't finish it.
Really? I feel like I did finish it, I think. But I can't remember how it ends.
I just listened to Jason's review of it today, so I don't have to watch it. But he said pretty much you don't need to watch it because nothing happens.
Movie. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. It starts out, and I remember his truck, and then it fucking shoots something out of like the exhaust pipe. Yeah. I think, I don't fucking know. Shoots out
bombs or some shit.
And I was just like, whoa, what the hell? And I remember someone was like crawling through it, and something like goes through his head or her head. And I remember there's a part where they're in the truck, and the creeper's like messing with them in the truck. And there's something to do with a hand. Oh, it was the creeper's hand.
Yeah.
When she had to bury it. Yeah, it was so stupid. It was the worst. It's like one of my least favorite things I've ever seen. It was terrible.
Yeah, I don't want to watch. I'll probably never watch it.
No. I will not watch that again.
But the first one's fantastic. I remember watching that when I was really young, when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Long, that was probably one of his first roles. I thought he was good in it. I didn't expect him to die. I know that.
No, definitely not.
And the Creeper was scary as hell.
Yeah.
And it was based off well, obviously the creature's not based off a true story, but I guess the story is based off a true story. If you've ever seen that, I saw that on YouTube too. I guess,
Really?
yeah, I guess some people were driving by an old cathedral like the one in the movie, and I guess they saw like a guy dumping some bodies back there.
Yeah, actually, I think it was today on Facebook because a lot of people have been sharing, like the headline for it and like all the horror groups and stuff. And I saw someone say something like that. So I saw something like that literally like a couple hours ago. That's pretty scary. I actually saw the second Jeepers Creepers before I saw the first one because the second one was always on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember the first one being on TV too much, but whenever I watched the first one, I was like, this is so much scarier than the second one. That cat lady scene?
Oh, yeah.
That's what got me. I don't like that part.
She sings that lovely. I like that song. I think as soon as I seen that movie, I went and downloaded that song, like the theme song for the Creeper. I like that song.
Really?
Yeah, it was a good song.
Yeah, for some reason, and I think I've told this story before, but I still don't understand why. I associate Jeepers Creepers with Toxic by Britney Spears. And like, I remember being in the car one time and that song came on and it was like nighttime and I was like, oh my God, he's going to get me. And I was terrified. And I remember we went to Sonic. And I was so scared. I felt better after we were like at Sonic near light and stuff, but
that's a weird
it was weird. And I was so scared. I was like looking out the back and everything. Wouldn't say anything because I was like, this sounds ridiculous. But I was like turning around, making sure.
What do you got from 2001?
I have Jason X.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah,
it's not good.
Awesome.
I mean, it's fun, I guess, if you shut your brain off and.
Yeah, it's like one of those kind of movies. It's just, what do you expect, really?
It has nothing to do with any of the other storylines that were ever there, so it's kind of just like,
Meh, it's its own little weird thing. But
yeah. I mean, I went to see that. Went to see it in the theaters with my dad. So I was 2001. I was 13. So I loved it, being 13. But now as you get older, you're like, wow, that movie's terrible.
Yeah, it's one I used to watch a lot as a kid too. I really liked it as a kid, but now I don't find myself ever really going back to rewatch it.
Nope. I watched it for the review I did, and probably will never watch it again unless somebody has a watch party because it's just
that's probably how I would. Besides that.
Oh my gosh. What do we got? I know somebody said they liked it. Where'd it go? Crew member says, I'm cool with Jason X. That's awesome. I'm glad that you like it. Or it's okay. I just won't watch it. Snyder says, Jack Frost 2 and Jason X. You're on a roll.
Well, I went through a list and I listed all the ones I've heard of.
Yeah.
And that I've kind of seen. I haven't seen all of them, but came prepared.
What do we got? Gary Rangel says he loves Jason X. This is a new one for me. The Asshole in the Sunglasses. Didn't Valentine come out in 2001? Yes, it did. Don't forget Hannibal.
Well, why don't you come on here and say it?
Oh, he did.
Yourself?
He said he'll be home in a half hour.
Awesome. That's a lot earlier than I was expecting.
I don't obviously know if I've ever seen Hannibal, to be honest with you.
I haven't, but I'm pretty sure Chris's watch party Sunday is for Hannibal, so I have the VHS tape somewhere.
Well, you're talking to the person who hasn't seen Silence of the Lambs, so I definitely didn't see Hannibal.
Yeah, I've seen Silence of the Lambs. That I have seen.
I just bought it. I got it. I'll be watching it soon. I don't know if
Little
I'm gonna. I
proud.
don't know if I'm gonna like it as much as everyone thinks I will, but I'm gonna watch it.
I think it's pretty good.
Mia says, "Stop! I stopped watching Friday the 13th films after the fourth movie. I kind of don't blame you. I mean, they kind of weren't very good.
I like 5, 6. I'm not the biggest fan of, even though I know that's like a fan favorite. I
Whoa,
actually
Jason's
like
mad.
7, 8. I liked as a kid, but now, eh.
It's
And
trash.
I love the remake.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's my 4th one, I think, in my
Thank you.
ranking.
Everybody shits on it, and I don't understand why.
I love it. I think it's great.
It's good. Jason's freaking vicious as hell. I don't know what the
Oh
problem
yeah,
is.
my favorite Jason too.
Oh,
So
because the characters suck.
works out.
They all suck. For the most part.
Yeah, and it's like I think it's kind of hard because it's like even your like shitty characters in like 80s
Yeah.
like horror movies, it feels different than like my age of shitty
Yeah.
characters. Because there's just something different about it. So like that doesn't bother me as much because I guess it's closer to like my age, you
That's
know? So I don't know. To me, yeah, Trent is a dick, but he's also supposed to be the dick, and
he plays it
he
good.
plays a great one.
The, I that's why whenever you recommended that 247 degrees to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched it and I was like, wow, he's actually like a nice guy and he's not a douchebag, and it's kind of weird that he's acting this way. And I guess he was okay. I guess he wasn't terrible.
Yeah,
By the way, I did like that movie.
it's pretty good. Another thing to be scared of, a fucking sauna.
It's like that's something that could really happen for real though, and
Yeah,
what would you do in that situation? There's really nothing you can do.
and that's terrifying because you know that's going to be slow. Like it's not just going to happen.
I can't. I'm assuming a lot of people haven't seen that movie, so I
Yeah,
won't
I
really.
don't remember how. I think it was kind of like the same thing. I was just going through like movie channels on TV, and I saw that, and I saw like Scout Taylor Compton was in it, and so I looked it up, and I was like, oh my god, this has so many people I recognize. I was like, I'm watching this, and I was like, this
Tyler
is pretty
Mane.
good. Yeah, Tyler Mane. I wish he was in it more. I
I
guess.
was watching it. I was kind of confused. I was like, is he like being nice to be evil in the end, or is he really nice? I didn't
Yeah.
because I didn't know what he was setting up for out in the field whenever he was out there with his buddy. I was like, what is he? I don't understand what he's
Yeah. You're
doing
like,
out
what's
there.
happening right now?
And then at the end, I was like, oh, okay.
Damn.
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah. I recommend it.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
Hi.
Jared Padalecki was awesome in Friday Reboot. Yes, it was. Yes, he was.
Yes. I agree.
He was way better in that than House of Wax.
What? I love House of Wax.
No. I didn't. No, I love House of Wax.
You just don't like him?
He wasn't. Well, he wasn't in the movie that long, I guess. Anyway, he really didn't have that big of a role.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't given a whole
He got
lot
taken
except
out.
to go piss and
Yeah.
talk about fan belts and shit and get his fucking face.
You interrupted a funeral for a fucking fan belt?
That's so fucking funny.
Oh, Chad Michael Murray. I like Chad Michael Murray in that movie, which I know a lot of people hate on him because they're like, I can't see him being a badass. I thought he played it pretty good.
Wait, who's that?
Chad Michael Murray?
What's his character?
He was I don't know.
Is he the twin? The good? Well,
yes. Yeah, the boy.
The girl's twin.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I didn't. Oh, he's in like Cinderella Story.
Yes.
Okay.
With Hillary Duff. Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad that I know fucking Cinderella Story, but I don't know all these horror movies, which I say I can review.
That's not sad at all. You know, it's a movie. Come on.
It came out when I was younger, so yeah.
You gotta watch it. I actually haven't seen it, honestly. I've seen another Cinderella Story with Selena Gomez.
Yeah, probably my wife probably watched that, so I probably did see that one.
I fucking love that one.
I probably did see that. Yeah, Chad Michael Murray's from One Tree Hill. Yes, he is.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
I didn't either, but maybe I have a man crush on Chad Michael Murray. I don't know.
I don't blame you.
I thought he was
Do
cool.
you think, though, from House of Wax, did you ever get, like, weird vibes from the brother and sister?
like they were like a couple instead of brother and sister?
Yeah, like, I don't know, like...
Not really.
No? I don't know. I kind of saw it.
I
thought it was just a little weird.
And then Chad Michael Murray's best friend in that movie was the fucking guy from Scary Movie.
I know. I didn't realize that for like so long. I was just like, how did I not put that together?
Bobby.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
He was so funny in Scary Movie.
I know. I need the first one because I want to watch it so bad. I don't have it.
It's good. Life isn't a movie, Bobby. Yeah, it is. There's the screen guy, the script.
He's like pointing. He's like, what the fuck is happening?
I've been seeing a lot of people in the chat talking about The Others. I seen it. I seen it, but I fucking hate it. It's one of those Dave McRae specials with the mood and atmosphere, and I fucking hate it. So boring.
I have the VHS tape. Jason sent it to me right here. Haven't watched it yet.
So fucking boring.
Yeah, that's what I think. I feel like I've tried to start it before, and I think I ended up changing it.
Yep, that seems like no offense, Jason. That seems like a movie you'd like.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's too boring for me.
I want to watch it just because I hear it's great, and a lot of people praise it. So I do want to watch it, and I think I'm just gonna have to like turn off all the lights and just like
maybe that way
fully invest, yeah, and just do it like that. But besides that, I don't know.
I don't like Nicole Kidman that much either, so that doesn't help anything.
I don't
hate her. I don't like her.
I don't really know. What has she been in? I don't know.
I have no idea. I just know.
She's married to Keith Urban.
Oh, a country singer. See, you know that.
Yeah.
13 Ghosts came out in 2001.
Yeah.
I know you love that.
Yes.
But that's 13 Ghosts is banging.
Love 13 Ghosts. So good.
Oh, I had that on VHS too. I got rid of it. I don't even know if I have that movie. Filthy Dan says, damn it, Matt, it's ambient and chilling. It's amazing. Hey. You guys know that I don't like them slow freaking movies, and that one is too slow for me.
Too slow.
And it's PG-13, I think, and it's about ghosts, so I definitely don't give a shit about it.
You don't like ghost movies?
Not really.
That doesn't really surprise me.
No, that's not nice to say.
I like ghost movies.
Kidman was one of the reasons why I hated Batman Forever. Oh, Batman Forever.
Who does she play?
She was Dr. Chase Meridian. She was like Batman's love interest in that movie.
Oh.
That's a corny ass superhero movie. I have fun with it, but it isn't very good.
I might have seen it like whenever I was younger, but
you probably definitely did.
It was on TV all the time. The Dark Knight. That's my Batman movie. That one's my favorite.
Dark Knight is my second favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like The Dark Knight Rises better.
Really? I used to watch The Dark Knight like every night to fall asleep to, because like in my room we didn't have cable, so I had DVDs.
So fucking
and that was one of them.
You to sleep.
What?
Nothing.
No, not. I don't. Did you say it was boring?
No, I said you put it on to fall asleep, so I said you must think it's boring, so it'll put you to sleep. No,
I just like to have something to fall. It was like a comfort movie. Every time I would watch it and lay in bed, have the fan on, it's just like, this is nice, and then I would just fall asleep peacefully.
Oh, that's a good point, Brandon. You don't like ghost movies, yet you like 13 Ghosts. They're different. They're different.
Kind of different.
They're way different. They're like slasher ghosts.
Yeah, it's more like a lot of shit going on and a lot of crazy weird editing, so you're not falling asleep. It's a lot of, and it's not necessarily super like darkly lit. It's pretty bright.
Yeah,
because the house.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, Shannon Elizabeth and what the hell is that guy's name? The guy from Monk. Can't think of his name.
Oh,
Tony
I don't know his name either, but I know who you're talking about.
Oh my gosh. Jason, what did he say? I can't. Why is it not showing up? It's not working. Jason says, oh, there it is. I can't figure you out, Matt. The OG, My Buddy Valentine puts me to sleep. The others is boring. That kind of confused me. What? I love My Buddy Valentine is awesome. I don't know what movie you guys are watching.
Oh man.
Especially the uncut one. You guys are tripping. Now I got the chat talking about Batman Forever and Batman and Robin is a guilty pleasure. And
great.
I do watch all those movies just because they are fun, but they're not good. Oh, we ain't gonna talk about. We talked about Valentine enough. I don't think we need to talk about that.
Yeah, not very fun.
No, not fun. Was funner when I was like 12. And yeah, that's just not a good
I also
movie.
couldn't really hear it, so I was just like kind of watching, kind of not watching.
There's nothing really to watch or hear.
Yeah, it was just
because it's not good.
Pretty boring. Sorry.
That was okay. At least we talked about other shit.
Yeah, a lot. Just.
Holy. How did Matt ever become a demon with his movie taste? Haha, kidding, of course. I don't know. I don't really have. Whenever we do the stream demons, I don't have much to say anyway. I just sit there. So.
Yeah, and that's even if he shows up.
If I show up, I showed up for 2 out of 3.
That's good. Nice track record.
That's 67%.
Perfect.
Well, I don't really got fucking too much from 2001. You got anything else?
Joyride.
Why is that not? Must not. Wonder if that's not considered horror on this fucking website I'm on. I like Joyride. Paul Walker.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. Candy Cane.
Candy Cane. Yeah.
I haven't watched that in a long time too. That's a good movie.
Me either.
Is there a sequel?
I think there's 3.
Is there?
Yes, and I feel like I've seen all of them because those used to come on the TV all the time. But I can't really remember a whole lot about them.
I was gonna say I can't remember them at all. I can only remember the first one.
Remember more of the first one. Can you stop?
Oh, sorry, Chris. We did 4 episodes. My bad. So I was only there for 2 of them. There's so much shit going on. I don't remember.
I know. There's always a lot going on.
I literally don't.
A lot.
I don't remember which. I wasn't there for the one where McRae was there.
No. Haha.
Oh, I was there for 3 out of 4. Okay, so that's 75%. So that's better.
That's passing.
There you go. So it's better.
That is better.
Thanks, J Man. Matt is my brother. That's why I'm a stream demon. Well, thank you. I'm your less educated brother. That's okay. 2001. Yeah, there's nothing to fucking talk about.
I also have. Hold on. Scary Movie 2.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And
Children of the Corn.
Also Bones, which I have not seen, with Snoop Dogg. I've seen the kill count, but I have not seen the movie.
I could picture the poster.
Yeah.
But I've never seen it.
No, it looks pretty good from the kill count.
Bones.
I want to give it a watch whenever I find it or whatever.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Interesting. Chris Snyder says, "You're my mediocre brother." I thought I upgraded to fire, but whatever.
Yeah, I thought 300 was the fire.
Now it's over. I'm done. Anyone see Bubba Hotep? I've heard of Bubba Hotep, but I've never seen it.
No, I have not.
That's Bruce Campbell, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know, crew. I haven't seen that one. Miss Carter says, Bones isn't bad from what I remember. And Bones movie is everywhere. I think it's on Tubi.
Thank you.
Now we know. Yeah, like I said, Children of the Corn Revelation, which is not good either.
I don't think I've
seen. Have you ever seen
the first one?
You've seen the first one?
I feel I could have possibly seen maybe just random ones, but I remember more the first one a little bit.
Linda Hamilton's in that one. That's one of the. I own a couple, and that's probably the only one that I would ever consider watching.
Really, I remember is the guy with the red hair.
Malachi.
Malachi.
They're creepy as fuck. They're creepy ass kids. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
It's a creepy
they
premise.
really are.
But
I can't. It's been like I want
years.
like 13, 14, I don't know, something crazy. It's been a long ass time.
I was gonna say I haven't watched those in years. I listened to Jason review them all on his channel, but that's good enough, so I don't even need to fucking watch them.
There you go. He did all the work for you.
He talks enough, so I don't need to fucking watch him.
That's all I have.
Tremors 3, but I don't remember. Probably seen it.
But yeah, I didn't really include like all those kind of like sequels like that because I've seen like maybe the first one.
I've probably seen the third one, but I don't remember it at all. What we got? Oh, 2002 got some good ones.
Stop it.
What do you got from 2002?
2002, I have Cabin Fever.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Sean Hunter, baby. If you even know what Boy Meets World is.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
I wasn't being a dick, but that was like kind of like before you were old enough to care.
Sorry, I'm still young.
No, yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, that was on before you were even born. So yeah.
No, I kind of remember watching some of it just like on TV.
Oh, Boy Meets World's classic. It makes me cry.
I think I did watch an episode. I did. I remember. I think I was like at my aunt and uncle's. Doesn't he? No. I remember seeing like the ending or something, and I cried.
I was gonna say
I watched an episode and it made me cry, and I was like, I haven't even watched this show, but I'm over here crying for it.
I was gonna say the last episode. I think they all leave their house. They all leave their parents' house and go do their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
They try. Well, for people that watch it like growing up, obviously it was probably sadder than.
Yeah, because that's how I kind of feel with like that 70s show, like the ending.
Yeah.
The ending makes me cry every time I watch it, like bawling my eyes out.
Oh, you're right, Chris. That was a good episode. Season 5 of Boy Meets World has a slasher episode with guest Jennifer Love Hewitt. I remember
I've
that.
seen the kill count for that episode.
What? There's a kill count for that?
Count for that, yeah.
For their fake deaths.
Yeah, as an April Fool's thing.
That was a good episode. And Jennifer Love Hewitt is gorgeous, so.
Yeah.
Robby is 10 minutes away. Good for you, Robby. Good for you. You be safe driving.
Good for you. Yeah.
Crew member says fear.com scared the shit out of me.
I have not seen fear.com. I have the DVD for it.
I was gonna say I could picture the cover and everything.
Picture of like a face. Yeah.
Dan, are you serious? Boy Meets what? You're joking.
There's also Girl Meets World.
Yeah, I watched that too because my wife wanted to watch it. I only want and fucking Corey and Topanga are in it, so I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. I think I've watched like a couple of episodes, but
it got canceled.
Really?
Yeah. It was like 2 seasons maybe, and I think it got canceled.
Oh shit.
What's up, Brian? How are you, buddy? Well, Blade I guess we won't. Blade 2 came out in 2002. I guess I don't remember if I ever seen Blade 2, to be honest with you.
I haven't even seen the first one.
I think I might have seen the first one, and I definitely watched the third one because Ryan Reynolds is in it, so of course I'm going to watch that. And Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel in that one, yeah, I'm definitely watching that.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah. I watch anything with Ryan Reynolds. It doesn't really matter what it is.
Is that your man crush?
Yeah. Isn't he like every dude's man crush? Fucking
it has to be. He's like the perfect package.
He's adorable.
adorable.
He's funny.
But he's fucking funny. So it's just like, just a winner.
And yeah, don't judge me, anybody.
No, if you don't like Ryan Reynolds, like, I think there's probably something wrong with you. You know.
Yep, Chris. Who doesn't have a crush on Ryan Reynolds? Exactly.
Exactly.
Have you seen The Voices? No, I do want to. I've heard of it. I saw the DVD or the cover art, but I've never seen it. I want
I
to.
don't even think I've heard of it.
I did definitely heard of it. Ryan loves Ryan Reynolds. Everybody loves Ryan Reynolds. Ooh, asshole in sunglasses says Ghost Ship. I just watched that for the first time a couple months ago.
The first time?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was not good.
Okay.
You liked it?
Yeah, but I also grew up watching it, so.
That probably helps. That was literally the first time I ever watched it, so.
Yeah, the opening.
The opening is badass, but then after
Yeah.
that, I just was like, huh.
There's a lot of it that always kind of stuck with me. The scene with pretty sure it's maggots, with when he's like eating, you know.
Oh yeah.
He looks back down. That freaked me out. And the part where she's like singing and like dancing, and then she's like all fucked up. Yeah.
Like
and
you
the
said,
music.
I was gonna say, like you said, you grew up with it. I've just seen it, so probably like, huh.
Yeah, it's probably a lot cheesier than I remember it being.
Crew member, my man. Halloween Resurrection from 2002.
I have that listed.
Who doesn't have it listed? It's freaking Busta Rhymes. It's the best.
Actually, I rewatched that the other day because I was just like in a weird mood.
Oh,
It's like I just need to watch like some bad movies, like something I can just laugh at. So I put Halloween Resurrection on.
why?
You know, when you're like at your house and you've been stuck for like 4 days, and
I guess you run out of shit.
yeah, and you don't feel like you don't want to watch anything new. You just want to watch something stupid that you've already seen. I also watched Ouija that night.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's not really good, but it's like another one of those. It's just like I'm just in a mood for something bad.
That's bad. Oh, where'd it go? Ryan said my favorite horror film is from 2005 is The Devil's Rejects and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Those are two good movies. I know you're probably shocked I like The Devil's Rejects, but
well, that's good. I love The Devil's Rejects.
It's my favorite Rob Zombie movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of people's favorite.
It's well, besides the Halloween movies, it's the only one of his movies I own, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen Lords of Salem?
I've seen it. I was another boring movie. I didn't pay attention to it.
Wow. Again, it doesn't really surprise me. I don't know why I said wow. I actually really liked it.
I thought it was different, but I don't know. Maybe if I rewatch it, I might like it again. Might like it a little more, but
yeah,
I know when I first watched it.
Yeah.
Mia, I'm more of a House of a Thousand Corpses girl.
I also love House of a Thousand. See, I
haven't seen that.
I feel like I might prefer House of a Thousand Corpses, maybe just slightly.
I haven't. I definitely watched Devil's Rejects more. I haven't seen House of a Thousand Corpses in a very long time, and I still haven't. I bought 3 from Hell. I just haven't watched it yet.
Really?
I've heard different.
I remember growing up at my mama's house. I would always see the DVD case, you know, for House of a Thousand Corpses, and it's that face.
Yeah.
But I never. Well, I did put it on at some point because I remember watching it because I could only remember Fish Boy, and I thought Fish Boy was from Wrong Turn. So whenever I rewatched Wrong Turn, I was like, "Oh, where was the guy that looked like the fish?" And so I like looked it up because I was like, "Wait, that guy." I keep seeing pictures from The Office because I never really watched The Office either. But I was like, oh, that's Fish Boy. So I looked him up, and then I found out it was House of a Thousand Corpses.
Fish Boy.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. That was a few years ago. I was pretty shocked. I was like, that's what that was.
I think I'm probably gonna review those soon. I was kind of waiting for summer because those seem like summer. They're definitely summer movies to me,
Oh yeah, especially
especially
Devil's
Devil's Rejects.
Rejects. Even
Yeah,
though, well, House of a Thousand Corpses, it's Halloween.
I didn't remember that at all.
Yeah, it takes place on Halloween.
Damn,
But Devil's Rejects is
summer.
definitely summer. It's
That is
fucking
hot.
hot.
You can tell it's
Yeah,
hot.
it
That
makes
looks
me
like a
feel
Texas
stinky.
Chainsaw film.
Yes,
Uh,
definitely.
Crandon Martin says only zombie movies I like are Devils and Halloween 2007. House is decent. Similar taste then, my friend. I love Halloween too. It's fantastic. 2009, it's amazing. I'm just saying that to make people in the chat happy because you know I don't like it.
Yeah, I like all of his movies.
I just can't get into them. I don't know why.
That's
What the fuck?
understandable.
Dog Soldiers. I saw Lee just did a review on that the other day. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen it.
I have not, but
I know
I saw Lee's review.
it made me want to watch it,
Yeah,
but
I think I will at some point. I'm just not a big werewolf person.
yeah, I was gonna say the only werewolf movie I really find myself watching a lot is Silver Bullet, but that's probably about it.
I still need to watch Silver Bullet.
I tried The Howling. I couldn't get it. I know Jason loves it. I couldn't get into it.
I haven't seen The Howling. I really enjoyed An American Werewolf in London. I watched that one recently for the first time, and I really liked that one.
I was gonna say I watched that a long time ago, but I bought it to make sure that I watched it again because I know a lot of people talk about it and say how good it is. I just haven't got around to watching that one yet. Crew member says getting close to 2003. 2003 is good.
Yeah, I feel like. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we're almost there.
Yeah, whenever I was like making my list, I feel like 2002. A lot of these I haven't seen, or they're just like okay, but like 2003, that's when I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like there's a lot of good ones from 2003. What else do you have on your list
From
from 2002?
Damn. Like you said, I haven't seen hardly any of these movies from 2002. The Ring came out in 2002.
What did you say?
The Ring came out in 2002.
Oh yeah, The Ring.
I'm not a huge fan of The Ring. I know a lot of people love that movie, but I'm not into that either.
I like it. It used to really scare me whenever I was younger.
Yeah. You're gonna die in 7 days.
Yeah, and I don't like ghost girls, especially with like black hair and white dresses. So it was like my number one fear.
Right there.
Right there. Yeah. But whenever I rewatched it, I was like, this is not as scary. And I don't like horses. I'm scared of horses. There's a fun fact about me. Yeah, I'm scared of horses. So, but that scene always makes me sad. But I was just like, fuck, I don't like this horse. I don't want him to die. But I was just like,
I don't like that fucking horse.
I don't like that fucking horse. It's freaking me out.
Brett says Red Dragon. That's another one from Hannibal Lecter, right? I've never seen it either. Ju-on, isn't that the Japanese or Chinese version of The Ring? I think.
Yeah.
Never seen that either.
Ju-on. No, that's it's for The Grudge. I'm pretty sure. Because Ring is Ringu.
Never seen either one of them or any of that. So.
No, I do want to see the originals for both. I haven't yet. I've only seen The Grudge.
In Queen of the Damned. That's with Aaliyah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I have the DVD. I haven't watched Queen of the Damned yet.
Seen the poster, can picture the poster in my head, but I've never seen it.
I've seen some scenes.
Chris brings up a good point. Cindy, this bitch is messing up my floor.
I love that scene. It's
she crawls through the fucking TV and starts beating her ass.
Yes.
So funny. That's
like some white bitch fell in the well again.
That's the third one, right?
Yes.
That's the one where she dies, and then he fucking brings her back to life at her funeral.
Yes.
She's
Oh my
alive.
God. It's like waving the arm around. Yes.
Oh
That
my god!
fucking funeral scene is so funny. It's
Look,
like, she's alive?
she's
And
alive.
fucking.
Look at
Oh my God.
look who got home from work. Look at that
Oh my
guy.
God. Hi. Welcome.
You know what? I'm driving home from work, okay? And I'm listening to you guys. And with every comment made me put my foot on that gas pedal. The complete disrespect and dismissal of the Children of the Corn franchise. Sure. And the redhead kid, that's
Oh my
Malachi.
God.
We love Malachi.
The first horror movie that really scared me was Children of the Corn, and I'll tell you why. So I probably watched that when I was like 5 or 6 years old for the first time, like probably 89, 90. And I would watch like the Jason and Freddy would always be on TV. But as a 5 and 6 year old kid, they never went after children. They always went after teenagers. So I felt safe, right? But the opening scene in Children of the Corn is 3 young kids, one probably 10, the other one's 8, 7, whatever it is. And the boy tries to escape. He's running through the corn, scared, and the music's amping up, the fantastic score in the film. And then this kid is completely he's gutted, his throat slashed, and he's tossed down to the middle of the road.
Oh yeah.
And that movie got me thinking, oh, Jason would never come after me. And we know that from part 6 when the girl's praying and he decides to take a pass, right? Freddy's after the teenagers.
Yep.
Michael Myers has never gone after little kids, and so on. But Children of the Corn made me scared because I felt these fucking kids would come after me. So I had to give a little respect to Children of the Corn after the dismissal of this franchise here that everyone seems to dog on, and rightfully so when it comes to some of the sequels. But the original, it's got a special place right here for me. And how are you guys doing?
Great. How are you?
We're good.
I am fantastic. I'm very good.
Good.
I don't hate the original Children of the Corn. I think it's creepy as shit. Whenever they're at the diner and they freaking board up all the windows and shit.
Yeah, and you don't see any of the blood and the actual kills. They cut away a lot, but it's what you think you see that like fucks you up more.
Yeah.
Have you guys got to 2003 yet?
Not yet.
We're getting there right now, actually.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. All right, good.
Brandon says Michael Myers wanted to kill his young niece.
I think he just wanted to hang out with her. And that was a family thing anyway.
Yeah, that wasn't just like a random kid.
Yeah, correct.
Well, except for what the hell, that little kid he tried to hit with the car, but that don't count.
Yeah, true.
Oh, Billy.
Billy. He had a stuttering problem, and Michael didn't like him, so he's trying to kill him.
You didn't like him because he stuttered?
He stuttered. He was like, I don't like that kid. I'm going to get rid of him.
Wow, Michael Myers, even more of an asshole than we thought.
Yep. See, you thought he does. He has more than one purpose. He doesn't like stutterers. I
thought.
I don't have anything else for 2002, to be honest. So
I did hear you. You guys were dogging on Lords of Salem, right?
No, I like Lords of Salem.
I don't.
He was. Mr.
Yeah,
Burns.
We have to do a Lords of Salem watch party.
Ugh.
And I wanna like just kind of carry you through the film. And by the end of it, I want to make it my mission that you'll at least be a mild fan.
I think that's the problem.
Dude, it's. I know people shit on Rob Zombie, but that movie is his best directed film.
That's what I hear.
The cinematography, the set design is gorgeous.
Yes.
So, like a film like House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, you can tell Rob Zombie was thinking of like Texas Chainsaw and Last House and and whatnot. But when he was making Lords of Salem, like I feel like while he was writing it, he had Rosemary's Baby on in the background, or The Shining in the background.
Gotcha.
So that movie, I think, took a lot of bad heat because people were expecting another Devil's Rejects film or another House of a Thousand Corpses. So when you get something that's such a total 180,
you're like, what?
Listen, Rob Zombie fans, like diehard fans, are typically loyal to the core, but even they were dogging it out, man, and it was fucked up. But I love that movie. I love it more every time I watch it, and I'm gonna get you to like that movie, man. I'm gonna do it.
I was gonna say, I've really
and one more thing. More important than that, I'm gonna get you at some point by the end of this year. I'm gonna get you to become a fan of the masterpiece known as Rob Zombie's.
Don't say it.
Halloween 2.
I wrote an entire article about it. I'm gonna do a video on it. And oh no, you shake your head now.
I'll never like it.
I'm gonna turn that frown upside down. You're gonna be smiling by the time those credits roll. When we see Scout Taylor Compton smiling in that nut house, you know, you're gonna be right there along with it, on your feet with a standing O.
Everybody tries, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, you haven't had me try yet, buddy.
Good job, Chad. He says Rob Zombie.
Oh my God, Chad.
Thank you. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is dog shit. I didn't say it was dog shit. I didn't say it was dog shit. I just don't like it as much as the other Halloweens. That's all I said.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I like it.
Brad Dourif in that movie has possibly the best acting performance if you isolate it down to a scene when he finds Annie's dead body. It's heartbreaking. If you don't feel for him in that moment. Now, I would cry too if Danielle Harris died, especially in my arms. But a wonderful, he did a fantastic job. He doesn't get enough credit for that, I think, because I think that film has a lot of stink on it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good in there that gets lost in it, I think.
Agreed.
We'll give it another shot.
We will. Watch party number 2. All right.
Oh man. So what? Everybody's been waiting to get to 2003. So what good shit do you guys got for 2003?
Wrong turn.
Start with Texas Chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
That's a good one.
One of the best trailers, still to this day, that I've ever seen. I remember sitting at my desktop computer in 2003. I remember watching that, and I remember calling my mom and saying, "You gotta watch this trailer. It's bonkers." It's from that opening music that kind of sets this tone, and it's beautifully shot. The film, and tell me if you guys agree with this, the film does what a lot of remakes, I think, should do. You know, when you do like a shot-for-shot remake, say like the Psycho remake or something, it's pointless. There's no reason to do it because we already got it right the same way the first time. But if you take a film like the Texas Chainsaw, I know you guys are talking about Friday the 13th, the remake, right? We kind of take that core idea and then spin it off into your own. Because the idea is a good one, but we don't need a carbon copy from what was previously done. Yeah. And I think they did enough changes, but also kept to that core story that it made it a remake worth doing.
Totally agree. That's definitely one of the best remakes of all the remake craze that we did get. Leatherface himself is badass in that movie. It kind of sucked at the end whenever she cut his arm off. Then you're like, you didn't know if you're gonna get a sequel to that. He didn't only have one arm. How's he gonna hold the chainsaw with the one arm? But other than that part, Jessica Biel was badass as the final girl for sure. She wasn't backing down from Leatherface whatsoever, hacking off his arm and shit, and running the sheriff over with the car. I love that.
What about one of the best shots in any horror film with the hitchhiker suicide?
Oh yeah,
with the camera.
Pans,
through her head.
Yes, through her fucking head.
And it's almost like they kind of lower the volume down in that, and it makes it feel even more panicky. The anxiety kind of gets driven up even more, and you just see everyone kind of freaking out. And I don't know if they started to do it in slow motion, or maybe they slightly slowed down the camera as they did it,
Yeah.
But they pulled back through that hole. And that was just like, whoa. And that's the total misdirection, right? Because like we watch the original and they pick up the hitchhiker and he's crazy and he cuts Franklin and, you know, then they throw him out and he kind of does that weird thing with his tongue and then he wipes the blood in the van. So you're kind of expecting that, but they pick up this girl and man, once that scene happens, you go, I saw the original and it's great, but now I don't know where I'm going. This is not that film anymore. And what a great job.
Destiny, anything else to put in for that fantastic film?
Yeah, I love it. I think I prefer the beginning over it, but it's still really good. I watched that one a lot growing up too, but I watched the beginning more than the first one.
The beginning's pretty good. I know a lot of people don't like it that much, but it's a good prequel to the remake that we got, so I don't see why people hate on it. It has the same tone, the same vicious.
It looks the same too. Like visually, it looks.
Yeah.
It's a little glossy, as opposed to like the rough documentary style of the original one.
Yeah.
It does have like that glossy coat of paint in the way it was shot.
But it's that's probably, I don't know, that might be the best movie of 2003. I don't know. I know there's a bunch of decent movies that came out, but that one might be the best.
You think so?
We got Freddy vs. Jason. It's better than that.
You know what? I saw that movie in the theater opening weekend, and I was so disappointed in it because you know Freddy's Dead was terrible, and it almost killed the entire Nightmare franchise. So when they did New Nightmare, it was like the totally different thing, right? It was kind of just like it spun off meta, pre-Scream meta horror movie, and pretty much at that point, Jason had kind of jumped the shark with Jason X. I remember seeing that in the front row. It was like all the way to the right. There was only 2 seats, and I had to sit there with my friend, and it was like the couple seat, and we were looking up, watching it the whole time. It was just, it was terrible. So I was really hoping that we finally were going to get a serious horror fight.
Yeah.
And I'm watching Jason versus Freddy, or Freddy versus Jason, and it's just kind of goofy. And I hated the fact that Jason was afraid of water. And I'm sitting there going, this guy's like, even in the original movie, he's jumping out of the water, and all the other movies. I mean, he swam to New York City. I mean, this guy's not afraid of the water at all.
No.
So the guy who directed Freddy vs. Jason, was it Ronnie Yu?
One
who did Bride of Chucky, right?
Bride of Chucky, yeah.
Yeah. I think he even admitted that he had never watched any of the Freddy.
Yeah, he wasn't a fan of either.
It was, well, clearly that definitely showed. It's kind of a silly. If you just take a step back and try to enjoy it for the fun of it, and there's some cool stuff. The bed kill. I do quote one of those lines where they're talking about staying awake, and he goes, "Coffee, make friends with it." So I kind of I love that line. So there's a few things, but maybe my expectations were a little higher, especially growing up watching all those movies as a kid. But what about you guys? I mean, it seems to be pretty split.
I think I did. I think I've seen it once in the theaters. I saw it once at the drive-ins. Actually, I dug it, but it's just not good. Jason is not what I want Jason to be whatsoever. He's too tall, too thin, too weird. He looks kind of plasticky with his like head. I don't know what the fuck happened to his head. I don't know. The characters are. They want to talk about shitty characters in this franchise. That movie got some shitty ass characters. I don't like anybody in that movie for the most part.
It felt more like a parody.
Yeah.
But like if you're gonna do a parody, you have to go like full comedy. If you do a half-ass parody, it's like you want to be kind of serious, but you also kind of want to be funny, and then you get this kind of blending of tone, but it's oil and water and it doesn't mix, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, I agree. Destiny, what do you think about Freddy vs. Jason?
It's one that I really liked to watch whenever I was younger growing up. Loved watching it because I thought it was a lot of fun. And then wasn't too long ago I tried to like seriously watch it, And I actually sat there and I was like, oh my God, this dialogue is pretty terrible. It's like everything they say, it's like it took them so long to make it, and so many scripts, and I'm sure so many drafts, and it still sounds like first draft dialogue. It sounds like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now
Even
let me
though,
ask this, because you mentioned you really like the Friday remake, right?
yeah,
Okay. Do you think that the Friday remake having a much more serious tone, kind of like, does that like taint watching this because it's so goofy? Since that's like the newest Friday movie. Does that
I
make
feel
sense?
like maybe in a way it does, because now after I guess seeing that, because like before that it didn't bother me too much, and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
after seeing that, just trying to rewatch it and watching them like fucking bounce around like a fucking ping pong, like I was just like, this is like, so I don't know. I don't know. It's like with each rewatch, I realize I don't like it as much as I thought
That's like
I
that's the
did.
worst feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Especially just like it's probably just me getting older
Mm.
and me just realizing like, wow, this isn't necessarily fun anymore.
Well, let me jump on that then, because we've talked about it. Like, once we got into like killer flicks and social media and stuff, you talk to a lot of people who are horror. Then all of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden you kind of throw recommendations out, and your knowledge of horror and how many movies you watch like really starts to grow because you're in this
Mm-hmm.
horror community and whatever. So, and this is for both of you guys.
Yeah.
Do you think that getting so active in like the horror community online, it broadens your taste in what you've watched? But because of that, do you think that you look back maybe at movies that you liked when you were younger and now look at them in a different way and say, you know what? Maybe I liked it because my pool of horror movies was this little,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's grown, and now I see the variety that's out there. So what I thought and perceived was quality at one point, really not so much now.
I definitely think so. Because growing up, there's so many movies that I didn't realize were bad movies until I start to talk to a bunch of people and I make killer flicks, and everyone's like, "Oh, I hate the Prom Night remake," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize people hated that." There's like so many that's happened with. I was like, "Oh shit!" But also, it might just be me being younger. I don't know, but there's also been other like flips of the coin. I guess. What the fuck just happened? Anyways, I always
She's done.
loved. Can y'all see me?
Nope.
No.
You're gone. We can hear you, or we did hear you.
Still there? Maybe she can log out and log back in.
Hold on.
Oh, there she is.
Hey, Jason Smith, what's going on, buddy? And he said we are the beauty and the beast, but he didn't specify who was the beauty or who was the beast. And he hates Scream, but we already knew that.
Yes, he's not a fan. I actually, it was funny you mentioned Jason's Children of the Corn reviews, because that's how I found his channel. When the last Children of the Corn came out 2 or 3 years ago, whatever it was, I was just looking for a review for it, and he was the only one that did it. And then I remember that night I like watched all his Children of the Corn reviews. I think after that I went to all the Hellraiser reviews, and from that point on, it's like, nobody does long form horror discussion
Like him.
it's not not even close.
Nope. That's
whether you're a small time reviewer, if you have a bigger channel, everybody most people rely on the editing and the cutting, and I love doing that stuff. But for Jason is so blessed with having a talent of he can just press record
and go
and boom. Most people can't do that.
No.
How many times do you film a review when you're speaking and you go, oh, fuck, and then you gotta start again, and you're right, and boom. But nope, and he just does it, man, and that's pretty fucking awesome. I think that's what makes him stand out, in my opinion.
Oh, there she is down there now.
She's
I don't
down
know
there.
what the fuck happened.
You're in the basement now.
Oh, now I'm bottom.
You're in
Darn.
the-
Okay.
In your question for me, I get treated the worst because I've seen the least amount of movies out of anybody that's on here. And
You've never watched American Werewolf in London? Did I hear that?
I have seen it, but it's been a very, very long time. So I bought it
Watch
the other
version
day.
number 3. All right.
I think I'll enjoy that one. I just haven't seen it. I know I haven't. Jason already bitched at me for not watching Silence of the Lambs.
That movie came out in 81, and that year for that film was the first time that they ever had an award, the Academy Awards, for best special makeup effects.
Mm-hmm.
And Rick Baker was the first person to ever win that award, and he won it for that movie. He was actually originally signed up to do the special makeup effects for The Howling.
Mm-hmm.
But then when he found out he had the opportunity to jump over to American Werewolf, he kind of said, peace. And he gave the Howling like one of his boys to take over the reins. But you know what? At the end of the day, we got 2 badass werewolf movies. Even though Destiny said she's not a fan of werewolf films.
I'm not.
Not the Howling.
I don't seek them out, I guess.
You know what? If you're gonna keep that subgenre limited, but still check them out at all, you start with those 2.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. Really good stuff. Especially, I remember watching American Werewolf for the first time when I was like 5, and my dad would let me watch all these horror stuff. Like, there's scenes in that movie that's really crazy. The dream sequence. I don't want to spoil too much with this, like Nazi killing and all this, and really great blood and guts. And my dad would just be like, "Whoa, isn't that great?" But there's another scene in the movie where Van Morrison's Moon Dance comes on, wonderful song, a romantic song, and the people start fooling around. They get naked in the shower and they're going at it. Now I just remember the visual of being like 5 years old, kind of like staring at the screen, and then out of nowhere just seeing my father's hands like this. Like to this day, I feel like I know like every like crease and crevice on my father's palm.
Covering your face.
Covering your eyes.
Yeah, all the Jason movies, big time, right? Just whoa, look at Mrs. Voorhees' head flying off, but like Marcy's tits, like
he said no.
How 5-year-olds okay to see the killing, but
not the boobs.
That's just like an American thing too.
I was born in the wrong country.
Definitely. Yeah.
We have this fucked up politics around here, man.
Good. Nipples? No.
That's it.
No
you know what? I've been thinking, because I'm brainstorming different videos that I want to do over the next few months. And one of them that I thought about doing was kind of taking a scene in a movie that is important to me and doing a video about it and talking about its importance, not just to me, but maybe the horror genre, whatever. And, we were talking about boobs. So I'm going to do anatomy of a scene. And the first one is going to be the tent scene in Jason Goes to Hell. Because that needs more attention. And it's so near and dear to my heart and a big part of my adolescence, kind of becoming a man. So that's going to be such a great video. I'll send that to you guys to watch first.
That's a good thing too.
We're looking forward to it.
I'm sure.
Really excited to see what it did for you.
Yeah.
It helped me become the man that I am today.
Of course. Oh yeah, yes, I'm looking at it.
That's it. Destiny. Jason wanted me to tell you his bottom 3 would be Scream, Jennifer's Body, and Strangers Pray at Night.
You're a fucking asshole, Jason.
What
That's what I have to say to you. This. Everyone acknowledge Jason is here. Hi, Jason.
I basically just got on my knees and kissed Jason's ass for like right while you were blacked out.
He did. And I agreed, so I guess we both did.
We each had a cheek we were kissing, so.
Jason says, I know my dad's palms for a different reason.
Who invited you? Leave it to Jason.
Not Jason. What else we got? What else came out in 2003?
What about Identity? Have you guys ever seen Identity?
No.
No. That's a horror
Look,
movie?
you can't be making faces every time.
She will. Oh yeah. You guys got to check that out. Great film. Ray
Identity.
Liotta, John Cusack. It's basically about a group of 7-8 people who all get stuck at a motel, like a Bates Motel type of,
Uh-huh.
and a killing happens, and you have to find out who's the killer. And so it's kind of a murder mystery horror movie, but then there's some twists and turns in there that really hold up, and highly recommended. You both would like it.
Damn.
Especially if you like, I like isolation horror.
Okay.
So anything that's kind of confined to an apartment building or a house or a cabin or a motel or whatever, that stands out to me. So I think you guys would like that, for that reason alone.
It's getting a lot of love in the chat. Chris says it's good. Brandon says it's good. Crew member says it's good. Never seen it. Never heard of it.
Me either. Whoops.
Google that bad boy up. Good stuff.
Oh, what else we got? 2003. I thought 2003 was good. Underworld came out in 2003.
What about Dead End? You guys ever see Dead End?
Dead End.
No.
With Lynn Shay?
I've
No.
heard of it though.
Okay, that's a good one.
Have not.
Wrong Turn came out.
Wrong Turn. Yeah.
Loved Wrong Turn. That was so much fun.
At least
Yes. Love Wrong Turn.
it's like real life. That's what West Virginia really is like.
Oh, what about
I'm
High
sure.
Tension? High Tension was great. That probably has the best solo female masturbation scene in a horror movie, and it's a French film. Crazy. They don't give a fuck over there, man. Really heavy duty shit. Really stuff. Good stuff. People in the chat, if anyone's seen High Tension, I don't know if Jason ever reviewed it. That would be a good one for him to review. Good stuff. Yeah.
That has a different name, right? Is that the one that's called Switchblade Romance? Am I wrong?
Yes.
That's what I thought. I've seen it. That was a long time ago.
2003. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably saw that in 2006, probably. So it's been a while. It's been a while. Definitely want to rewatch it. I see it gets a lot of love if you haven't watched it.
Yeah, it's good.
See a lot of people saying Darkness Falls.
That's
Darkness
a Tooth Fairy
Falls.
movie?
Why don't I've heard of it, but I don't know if I've ever seen it.
The Tooth Fairy movie, yeah.
Yeah.
That one scared the fuck out of me whenever I was a kid.
Tooth Fairy movie.
Yes, it's like you lose the tooth, and if you're awake and she comes, she kills you.
Is that PG-13?
Yes.
Yeah,
Get over it.
I probably didn't watch it.
Jeepers Creepers 2, yeah.
Did we just
Final Destination 2.
Did they just announce, was it today or yesterday, that they're
Today.
doing another Jeepers Creepers, but they're getting a whole new director, right?
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah, you can't have him come back, man. That's
Yeah.
that's the smart idea, because it's really a cool concept. And
Oh, yeah,
first
I
movie
love
was
the
great.
creeper.
Yeah. So you just gotta remove him out of there, man.
And it comes out this fall, right? Is that what I read?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, this fall.
That's crazy.
It is, because it's like, what?
We've heard nothing about it, and it comes out in a couple months.
So
Obviously VOD, right? I'm assuming.
Well, at this point, it seems like almost everything is going.
Everything is, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, either that, even the stuff that's going out to the theaters it's almost like they're releasing it on the same day, right?
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of limited releases.
I miss the theater. I would go to the theater like once a week. I had the AMC A-list. I had Movie Pass.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, having things go to VOD now is not like it was 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, 15, 20 years ago, we had a 27-inch tube TV. We had our basic sound. Now everyone's got a 50, 60, 70-inch TV, flat screen, 4K. We got our, our little neon lights behind our TV and sound systems and shit. So, watching it from home now is a little different experience than it was even 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, as fun as it is to watch it in the theater, sit back on that recliner and be in there with like 100 other people, considering the circumstances, it's not terrible.
No, I don't know when they're ever going to bring back movie theaters full capacity, if ever, at this point.
Yeah, I've gone like 3 different times so far.
Really?
And I think the most I've shared a theater with has been like 3 or 4 people.
Wow.
Really? There was
Yeah,
like,
they had they released the original Friday the 13th, the 40th anniversary a couple of months ago.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So I
remember you
just
talking
wanted to
about
be able to say I saw the movie in the theater.
And,
Yeah.
So,
and nobody
so that
there.
was the movie I watched.
Whenever I saw Wrong Turn, there was, I want to say there's like 10 to 15 people.
Okay. But even
So,
then, that's not that much. And
that's
you
not
liked
that
it. You
much.
liked that movie, right? I haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
I loved it. Yeah.
That's cool. Is it just like another straight sequel? Is it more like a reboot, or is it
It's
just
a complete reboot.
Okay.
Um,
Probably
nothing
smart.
nothing like the first, nothing like any of them. But
At this point, that's probably the best way to go.
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking, I know you said you like 3, right?
3, 5. I think 5. I just liked because Doug Bradley was in it, and I'm a huge
Yes.
Howard fan.
Yeah.
But like the thing with 5, it actually looked like it was on a set.
It looks like
the
shit.
actual set was so poorly done.
It's like,
yeah, I was just like waiting for one of like the building walls to just like topple over.
seriously,
Like
it looks so bad. It is
it's terrible.
so cheap.
Really bad. I think 4 was the one in the snow.
The
Yeah.
snow, and I like the snow setting. It's
Yeah.
still not that great, but I like the snowy.
Setting.
Yeah, 3 was the one with the escaped prisoners.
Yes.
2 was the reality show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
6 was like the incest film-ish.
The
It kind of felt like
incest,
like
weird
a
rape.
softcore. It
Yeah.
felt like a softcore porn. It was really,
Yes.
yeah. That was
Yes.
terrible.
Delicious.
Awful. I've only seen the kill count for 6 because I didn't even know there was a 6th one until
Yeah, it's
Dead
not
Meat
worth
said.
watching. Not worth watching.
Yeah, because I thought 5 was 6, and I was like, then what movie was I making up in my head? But I watched the kill count, and my stomach actually hurt because it was just so nasty, but not like in a fun wrong turn way. It was just like,
it was like an uncomfortable, like there's no. Sometimes we watch movies that are shitty movies, right? And we know they're bad movies, but they're fun.
Yeah.
this is just
But like that wasn't fun.
no,
was
not
bad.
at all. A lot of this girl rapes a guy after he's been like, he has severe brain damage, and
Oh.
rapes him and then just kills him because she's saving herself for her cousin. So yeah, it's not like a fun cannibal movie. So
Like,
complain about that, Wrong Turn, everyone.
yeah, that's definitely the bottom of the barrel.
Yes.
Sounds terrible. Jason says, trying to impress Destiny, I'm something of a creeper myself.
It worked. There you go. That's
Wouldn't
all it
expect
took.
anything less, Jay.
I just hope that in the new Jeepers Creepers, like when especially in the first one, there's definitely, I don't even want to call it subtle, but like it's very perverted when you watch it. Like he's smelling the underwear.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
And then when you kind of read about Victor Salva as a person,
you get it,
and you're like,
that's how I especially feel for 2.
Yeah, well, two was very homosexual, and I don't saying that's bad, but it's definitely his intention of, if you have a history of being a sexual predator who goes after young boys, don't make movies where a creeper, out of all the words to call him, is smelling on men's underwear and going after high school boys. Not a good look. Bad look. No good.
Bad look, sir. Someone get this guy upset.
Yeah. Very no. Like the problem was it was his set. So,
yeah, I know. Someone please help.
I
know some channels who won't even review any of the Jeepers Creepers movie.
Dead Meat won't.
I know
until he's not alive. Pretty much is what he said.
And, like for me, let me ask you this too, guys. For me, I could separate the art from the artist. So I could go back and I could watch The Cosby Show. I love it because in my eyes, it's not Bill Cosby, it's Dr. Huxtable.
Yeah.
But can I watch Bill Cosby stand up? No.
That makes sense.
Right?
I can see that.
So I could watch Jeepers Creepers, especially because it takes a lot of people to make a movie.
Yeah.
Not just the one guy. Like, just because he was like a creep or is a creep and dirty dude, like, what about everyone that you're watching on screen? What about all the people behind the camera that helped make it? So just because one person, do you imagine if we got rid of all of our entertainment every time that one person involved was a creep and did bad shit, we'd be
We
watching
wouldn't
nothing.
have like anything.
There'd be nothing to watch, nothing to do. So that's how I kind of make it work. Are you guys able to do that for a lot of your stuff, or is there anybody or any films that you can't watch at all because you just can't get to that point?
There's one Victor Salva movie, and me and Brentman was talking about it earlier. I can't
Powder?
Not Powder, which I've heard some people talk about that one too. But there's another one from the 80s, Clown House, something like that with that title. But I think there's like a lot of like young boys maybe in their underwear. That's what I've kind of heard in that one.
Yeah, Clown House in '89. Yeah.
Yes, and so that one I won't watch, especially because like with Jeepers Creepers, I didn't know until after the fact, you know. And so it does suck because I do love those movies, and sometimes I do feel kind of weird talking about them or like supporting them because who it's tied to. But yeah, it's not fair for everyone because I didn't fucking know who Victor Salva was, even if he was the director. I don't know who he is. I didn't care about directors at the time.
Yeah, you just
I'm
want to be
watching this
entertained.
movie. Exactly.
So
I'm like 7 years old.
Just to double down, yeah, Clown House. The reason why it's hard to find now, it's out of print now, and the star of the movie, who was a 12-year-old boy, turned out that Salva was sexually abusing him between shoots on the making of the film. That's fucked up.
So that one, I'm just like, I don't want to, especially because it's a younger boy.
Yeah, that's just like
Jeepers Creepers 2, they're older, so to me, it's obviously still bad, of course, but it doesn't make me feel so. It doesn't make me just feel like this is all I can focus on.
Anything with children is just on another level of just terrible.
Yeah. So, that's just like, I'll skip on it. I'll watch something else.
There's enough out there that you can choose. Yeah. What about you, Matt?
There's nothing I probably would shy away from. I mean, like you said, it takes more than the one asshole or one fucking creepy ass dude that makes a movie. So it's not right to punish everybody else who worked really hard to do something just because one guy's a fucking creep. So you just got to put that out of your mind and just watch the movie for what it is. And I can do that.
And I think it's more unfortunate because he's the director.
Yeah.
I feel like if it was someone like that did costume designing, like it wouldn't be that big of a deal for everyone. But because it is his movie, and I understand that. But I don't own Jeepers Creepers right now, and I want to get it whenever I buy it. I'm gonna buy it from like eBay or something. Like I don't want to give him my money per se. I guess I would rather buy it from someone else because that makes me feel a little bit better than
kind of clearing your conscience a little bit.
Yeah, because at least I'm not giving my money to him.
That's fair.
Just fuck him.
That's a good point. You guys got anything else from 2003 that's worth?
Gothica.
Halle Berry, right?
Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that when it first came out. I haven't sit in years, but I remember liking it.
Me too. I
got it at a thrift store a couple of months back, but I haven't rewatched it.
Really? It was. I watched it when it first came out because it was at like my mom's house. But I was also super young. I don't remember a bunch of it, but I do remember liking it.
What about Open Water?
I love Open Water. Yeah.
Creepy as shark
movies. Yeah.
I love shark movies, but they give me so much anxiety.
They do.
There's a lot of terrible shark movies, but if you can get a good one,
they're good.
Like they can be really good.
Yeah.
Like The Shallows. You guys see that one?
Yeah.
Of course.
Love The Shallows.
Just to look like this, it's beautiful to look at. The way it's filmed, and then Blake Lively. I mean, she carried that movie the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Like it's her movie with just a few scattered people here and there. Like a Tom Hanks and Castaway type of thing.
Yeah. She was fantastic. That is a good movie. The shark looks realistic as hell too. I'm not sure if it was some clips of real sharks or not, because some movies do that. They throw in some clips of real sharks and then go to the fake shark and CGI sharks and shit.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, solid stuff.
Yeah, there's only one part of it that I was just like, that kind of threw me out. with the shark, but it was only the scene where the guy is kind of out and she screams like shark and it kind of like jumps out of the water.
Mhm.
Something about it. Whenever I first, because I was in the trailer, so whenever I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh, that part kind of threw me off. But also, it's like how, I don't know. That was like my only part that I didn't like the shark. But the rest of it, I thought it looked great.
Yeah.
I really like The Shallows. I love shark movies, but yeah, a bunch of them are just so shitty. Like Malibu Shark Attack. Anything that came on, just fucking.
Trailer Park Shark, is that another one?
That is one.
I haven't heard of that.
That's a
Wow.
sci-fi classic right there, I think.
What about was it House Shark?
There is House Shark, yes. There is where it's like in the house.
What?
Yes. Yes, and there's Ouija Shark.
Yep, I saw that.
What about Jersey Shore Shark Attack? Where it's like the
I've
kid.
seen that one too.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to be the Jersey
Make it fun
Shore
of the Jersey Shore
TV.
people. Yep.
God damn. What else is there? Like Three-Headed Shark Attack.
Yeah. But
Ghost
what about
Shark.
what was good? Did you ever see Bait? The one that's in like the supermarket where there's like the big flood and the water comes all over the town. And
No.
there's Bait. It's also known as Bait 3D. Like literally the supermarket gets put underwater and then the sharks come.
Yep,
And
I've seen it.
somehow it's actually pretty good stuff.
Maybe I have. That kind of sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I watched Reef not too long ago.
That's really good.
Oh my god. It had me like looking over my shoulder. I don't know. Something about it. I was like, it made me super anxious.
Yeah.
It was really good.
The Reef. I think I've seen that one. I think that's the one that used real sharks.
Yeah.
Those were clips of real sharks like the whole time.
Yeah, that one was awesome.
Chris Snyder says the Meg was fun for what it was.
Yeah, it was fun. I
Yeah.
actually took my kids to see that when they came out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they loved it. But my daughter she loves Jaws. She'll sit and watch Jaws
Yeah.
with me.
Yes.
When I have her like staying over, I get my kids like every other weekend. She'll come into my room like 12:30 because she doesn't want to go to sleep. And she knows all she has to do is come in and like cuddle and ask to watch Jaws. And then she can stay up for another 2 hours.
There you go. That's a great plan.
Yeah, so it was cool. It was cool. When I took my son with me to, they did, I think it was like the 40th anniversary, a couple of, 5-6 years ago. So his first experience watching Jaws was in the theater. And then a few years later, I went to a convention with Richard Dreyfuss, and he got to meet Richard Dreyfuss. So it's cool stuff, man.
That's badass.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's great that you can share that with your kid because no one necessarily, like my dad, he liked horror, but not in like,
Not like us.
yeah, not in like this sense. He had like some collectibles, which I thought was pretty cool. He actually had the Rob Zombie Halloween, Michael Myers, like I guess it was like a NECA figurine, but like tall ass ones, you know.
Sweet.
He had one of those. So, but he was into like I guess I would just say like 2000s horror. Really, I don't really ever remember watching like 80s unless it was the big three. Yeah. Well, he's dead, so I couldn't.
Well,
but so there's that. But he liked like Rob Zombie's movies and like Saw, and he liked the big three too. But besides like those 80s horror, he wasn't super into 80s. It was more of like the newer stuff.
Okay.
So I didn't. There's like a lot that I never knew about. Like I just had no clue because no one else in my family besides like my stepmom, who was more like 90s and 2000s. Like the 80s, I completely missed out on.
Yeah.
And a lot of the 70s. Share that with your kids.
My son freaks out with a lot of horror though. It's bad.
Really?
Yeah, we there's been times where like he would get emotional and want to leave like the room watching it. Get so sad. There was a zombie movie, what's it called? Little Monsters, came out a year or two ago, like a zombie comedy with who's the star of Us? Lupita, you know what I'm talking about.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah.
There's a zombie movie, a zombie comedy called Little Monsters. It was on Hulu, I think, last year. And I thought it was funny looking, and I wanted to show my kids the trailer, thinking that my son would be fine because it's funny. And I had him watch it on my phone while I'm driving. And I look back, and my son's getting very panicky. I had to pull over to the side of the road because I thought he was going to pass out. And he started like tearing up, crying a little, and he didn't know why. So I'm calming him down. I got him calmed down. And meanwhile, I'm like, I kind of look over to my daughter, and she's got like little washable markers, and she's just kind of coloring on herself and drawing. So I finally calmed him down. So I turned to her. I go, are you okay, honey? Like, what are you doing? She goes, look what I drew. And she kind of pulls up her shorts a little. On her whole leg, she drew one of the zombies from the trailer. Said, that's my girl. My little princess. And that's I got my son over here, my tough football playing son. So anyone out there who doesn't think girls are tougher than boys, man, you know, in some instances, absolutely. You guys want to move on to 2004?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's the year of Saw, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Saw.
That was I saw that in the theater, and
Me
then
too.
I think I watched every one of them, but maybe one of them in the theater after that. It was so cool that they came out every October. It became like a thing to do.
Tradition, yep.
And you know, I know a lot of people dog those movies, but the continuity that they all share, the little tiny details, and it's not like they went out there and said, all right, over the next decade, we're going to make 8-9 movies.
Nope.
And this is how we're going to do it. Like, they kind of just figure that shit out as they went along. So that's super impressive.
I remember, like you said, every Halloween I'd go trick-or-treating, and then, because I was still young enough to go trick-or-treating, so I'd go trick-or-treating, then go straight to the movie theater after to watch Saw. I know for at least the first 3. I think after that I stopped going on Halloween, but definitely the first one, watching that for the first time and watching freaking Jigsaw stand up in the middle of that pool of blood, I was fucking, my jaw dropped. I did not see that coming whatsoever. That movie, nobody even liked that movie back in the day. They didn't even know what it was, and it came to this freaking
super low budget.
I know, and created this whole franchise with so many damn movies and so successful. Even though people dog it, like you said, it's good shit. It took a lot of talent to consistently make them. Pretty much every single one is pretty damn good the whole way through the series. Jigsaw was but it wasn't terrible.
No, yeah, I rewatched it not too long ago, and it was better than I remembered, but still, not one of the best.
Yeah. Jason says Robby sounds like a guest you had on the show recently. Yeah, you. Because you talk about Saw all the time.
Good company, I suppose.
It's a good series. It doesn't get enough love, I don't think, because his torture porn, right, Jason?
I hate that term.
I know.
That term is terrible.
I don't think that's what it is. But
what does it mean? Why do they describe these films as torture porn? To me, a movie like that is gratuitous killing and violence and nothing else. Saw has so much else.
Yeah.
It's mysteries behind the mystery. There's a lot of character depth that gets revealed over the course of multiple films and character arcs. You know, if porn is something that you watch for a momentary pleasure, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to watch the Saw series for a momentary pleasure. Like, you know, I just don't get that. Those films are so deep in them.
They really are.
That throwing the torture porn label, I think it's lazy criticism. I was on a podcast, like a YouTube stream a couple of months ago with like 5 or 6 other people, and they weren't big horror fans. And they invited me on because they knew I was like a horror fan and whatnot. And they wanted to do a watch along of Saw. And none of them liked the film from what they remembered. Some of them hadn't even seen it. And they threw out the torture porn criticism without really even knowing the film. And like right away, I was like, I got to clap back at this shit because not on my fucking watch. Hell no. I'm happy that we're getting another one. I don't know how it's going to be. Really curious about it. Chris Rock. I know he's known as kind of just like the comedian but I don't think he's going to get the rights to this movie just to be a goof on screen
Yeah.
about it. I just don't. I think that we're going to get surprised, and it's Samuel L. Jackson, right?
Yes.
To have Samuel L. Jackson and was it in Morgan Freeman in the early Danny Glover, or whatever.
Danny Glover.
Well, like in the same franchise, that's pretty badass. Digging it. Fucking digging that shit.
It should be. So Chris Rock, what did he write it and he's starring in it, or
Yeah, I think he's also producing it too.
is he too?
Yeah. I'm gonna find out.
Spiral, the Book of Saw.
From the Book of Saw, yeah.
Oh yeah. What do you got? What do you got from 2004 Destiny?
I have. Oh, I could say another bad one. I've Seed of Chucky.
Oh, what a horrendous embarrassment. When I watch the Child's Play series, I go from 3 to after 3 I go from 3 to The Curse. I can't watch Bride or Seed. I get people like the goofiness of it, so if you like that tone, like I get it, but I can't. There's only a certain level of goofiness on my like goofiness meter of this franchise.
Yeah.
That I just don't like it. That's why I think that's why I like Curse as much as I do, because it really just dials it back, makes it like a low budget serious horror flick. I saw Bride in theaters, and I remember when we were leaving, there were some people were talking about how much they love it. They loved it, right? There's a lot of fans. People totally fucking dig it. And I just remember leaving, going, "What the fuck is this shit?" You know, pretentious 13-year-old leaving the theater. 1998.
Fucking a doll.
I think Destiny likes it though. I love
Bride of Chucky. I don't like Seed, but I love Bride.
No, Seed is terrible. Good old Glenn and Glenda.
You couldn't do that shit now.
No.
Whoa, imagine trying to come out with that movie now.
That's offensive.
Oh, you'd be done for, man. Couldn't do it.
It should come out now because it's fucking trash.
Terrible.
Dawn of the Dead remake came out in 2004, which is fantastic. I love it. I don't know about you guys. You don't like it, do you?
He does.
Okay.
I know you like the original.
I like the Dawn remake. I think it's a fun action horror movie. It's a good time. Fun.
Good.
But it pales. Ooh, it pales in comparison to the iconic greatness, the masterpiece, the kind of Mount Rushmore of horror films that is the original 1978 movie. And I'll just leave it at that.
Never seen it, so I don't know.
Oh, that's a fucking surprise. Jeez.
You're not shocked.
I haven't either. It's okay.
I do really want to see it.
Watch party number 4.
I do really want to see it. I just haven't watched it. I was trying to buy it, but it's really hard to find.
Okay, I'm gonna send you guys a link. It's on YouTube for free.
Is it? Okay.
On like Blu-ray HD quality, yeah. No, but in all seriousness, I love the original. It's just made in a different time. It has a different feel to it. But the remake is a shit ton of fun. Zack Snyder did a real good job with it, updating it. That's another thing too. Like, don't remake shot for shot any movie. Right? So we just made it for a more modern audience, and obviously it worked. Because after that, we got like how many zombie movies? Right?
Yeah, it kicked off the zombie craze.
And later this year on Netflix, we have Army of the Dead, which is not a spin-off of this, but it's also another Zack Snyder movie. If that's anything like the Dawn remake, that's gonna be fun too.
Good shit. What else we got? The Grudge came out in 2004.
Sarah Michelle
Ooh,
Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar one.
Boom, Shaun of the Dead. We're talking about zombie movies.
I haven't seen Shaun of the Dead.
You would like Shaun of the Dead.
I know. Joe Collins has been trying to get me to watch it. I'm like, I will watch it. I just have to find it somewhere.
Yeah, it's definitely funny. It is. And I'm not like super big into zombie comedies.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the more serious take on those movies. But this is good stuff, man. It's good. I think you dig it.
No surprise, Jason. Dawn of the Dead 78. Jesus Christ, Matt. You really come on, dude. You felt you know me by now that I'm just coming around.
Jason and I are gonna kidnap Matt and we're just gonna like tie him to a chair and make him watch all these fucking movies. We'll Uber Eats you food.
Awesome.
We'll give you enough liquid to get you through like the long weekends.
And a bucket.
And a bucket.
In a bucket.
No, you're gonna have to hold it. Yeah, that's it.
You have to hold it.
What?
Sorry.
I'm coming around. At least I watched The Thing finally. Jesus, leave me alone.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you knocked that off your bucket list. That's a great movie.
I don't know why I waited so long.
Better late than never.
It was fucking awesome. That was probably one of the I see why people say it's one of the best horror movies ever made because it's fucking. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Oh, I love that. What's that thing that you have, Destiny? The blood.
The blood sample. Yeah, I don't know where it is right now because my cat. I think
that's awesome that you have that. That's a great piece.
I got it from Etsy, and
the reanimator thing too, right?
Yeah, I can show you that. I have that right here. But this. Oh wait, is this it? No, that's the one for it. But yeah, this is my reanimator thing.
That's awesome.
That's a fun movie. Have you seen that, Matt? Have you seen Reanimator?
Yes, I've seen Reanimator. Yes.
There we go. Hell yeah. But yeah, love that.
Jason says of these three, I don't think Matt is the one I want to tie up.
All right, fine. You can tie me up. It's fine.
He wants to tie up Robby. Brett says now Matt needs to watch Silence of the Lambs in 7. I know. I will.
I have to watch 7.
I'm getting there. I just got 7 today, so I should be watching.
Oh, 7's good.
I got it yesterday because Brett sent it to me. So thank you, Brett.
7's good. 7 and like Fight Club, you can like back to back those two.
That's what I was told. I was told to watch Fight Club, but I'm not allowed to talk about it though. So.
Well, that's the number one rule.
Number one rule. Brandon says I haven't seen 7. See, thank God I'm not alone.
What about Cursed? That movie was cursed. It's a werewolf movie.
Werewolf movie.
Wes Craven, Christina Ricci is in it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But that movie had a terrible production. There was so much that got cut out of it. It seemed like everybody hated it. That came out probably, I think, a year. Once we get into 2005, I think that's when Red Eye came out. So like Wes Craven was doing like 2 movies very similar. And Curse was just totally shit on because it's so mangled. I think it's like a PG-13 movie. There's stuff in there that's interesting. Joshua Jackson's in it. Do you remember him?
Yeah, Joshua. Yeah.
From Mighty Ducks and Dawson's Creek and
Dawson's Creek guy. Yep.
I love Dawson's Creek. That's a good fucking show. But I digress.
James Vanderbeek, baby.
That's it.
Yep.
He had a Jaws poster in his room in the pilot episode, and he wanted to be a filmmaker, and he loved Spielberg, and like that was me watching it. I was like the same age as them in the show, so I was hooked for life, man. 6 seasons later, good shit.
I don't think I never watched an episode of that show, but I know what it is at least.
Yeah.
And Michelle Williams is in that too, right?
Yes. Katie Holmes.
Yep. See, I know who's in it and whatnot.
Yeah.
Michelle Williams, Halloween H2O, of course. Right, Destiny?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Ooh, Halloween H2O.
Yeah. Well, got the same writer, Kevin Williamson, right?
Yep.
Did Kevin Williamson write H2O?
I
don't know if he did. It did feels like it though, right?
It would seem like he did.
I can't remember. Offhand, I can't remember. If Halloween H2O just feels like an extended Dawson's Creek episode.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah. Solid third act though. But first 2 acts, nah.
I don't. Probably more nostalgia, I guess, than anything. I saw that when I was like 10, and that's probably one of the first like Halloween movies that really got into. So that probably fucking hooked me right there.
Yeah. Like I can give a lot, like with Halloween, that franchise itself, like I give a pass to a lot of the movies. Maybe part of it is because I grew up with them, but also we have so many choose your own adventure paths. So if you really don't like one of the movies, like who gives a shit? There's like you can watch 4 other ways. There's 4 other turns and you can take to go on the road.
Chris Snyder says Kevin Williamson wrote a draft of H2O, but that's not the version they used.
Well,
okay, that's what it was.
So there we go.
All right.
And Jason says Halloween H2 Blow. So
well, there you go.
We should have. I figured he wouldn't like that. I'd rather. always think of Mighty Ducks trilogy when Joshua. Yeah, me too.
Of course. Charlie
Okay.
Conway.
Charlie's the fucking main dude.
Yeah.
That's not horror, but I do love the Mighty Ducks. I love all three of those.
You gonna watch the TV show on Disney Plus later this year?
Yes, I will.
Emilio Estevez, man. He got a lot of work. He got a lot of work done, man. He's looking like fucking Joan Rivers right now. He's like rough stuff.
I don't know. Why does he? I don't understand why people do that to themselves. He probably wouldn't be that bad of a looking dude if he just would have stayed natural.
Yeah.
Fucking
age gracefully, man. Well, you know what? A lot of those guys, they grew up in the 80s, right? So they were at the club all the time.
True.
Doing God knows what with God knows
coke and shit.
A lot of cocaine.
A lot of coke, and that's probably just the start of it. So
yeah.
Right off the toilet seat, baby.
That's it. Bad stuff.
At the strip club.
It ages you. Ages you.
They partied and now they paid for it.
Yeah, you gotta lay off of it if you want to stay young.
Yeah.
They like to party.
Yeah.
Brett says, Destiny, I will send you my copy of Shaun of the Dead if you want it.
There we go.
Look at you getting free.
Now I can make some people shut up about it. Just kidding. I'm glad y'all what's it called? I don't know. Just go to my face.
What I think I might have to do for you guys is I might just have to give you my login info for like Vudu. So I have like 500 or 600 movies on Vudu, and it's like a lot of it is this shit. So I can just throw that your way if you ever want to watch some of these movies and just kind of go for it.
There's a lot that I fucking need to watch. That's for sure.
If you want, by all means.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I don't have as much free time as you, Jason, I guess. You stay up till like 3 in the fucking morning every fucking day.
I'm out usually by 9, so
oh wait, not 9, damn. So that'd be 11 o'clock my time. Damn.
Yeah.
I usually go to bed.
I've already seen Destiny yawn like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
I know. I try not to, and
you know what?
You're good.
I gotta give you credit. You're trying here. You're a trooper. So
yeah, don't take offense to it if I ever yawn. It's just, and I'm really not that tired right now. It's just like, and you mentioned it, so I had to. Sorry. Gonna make my lashes fall off.
Should we move on to 2005?
Yeah.
What do we got from there?
2005, Devil's Rejects.
Great shit. I got a video on my channel where I kind of do like a retrospective review and ranking of the trilogy and go into like real detail on it. That's definitely the best of the 3 by far.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, we all agree on that?
I do.
I think it's the best made, but I do love House. And I might rewatch House more, but I do think Devil's Rejects is made better than House.
Well, also, would you also agree that House that's a movie that it's more fun?
Yeah.
Like there's scenes in Devil's Rejects that like you're not just gonna casually throw on and just enjoy and have a good time.
No.
It's rough shit in that fucking movie.
No.
Especially that hotel or motel scene.
Yeah, the motel scene.
Yeah.
That's the part that always kind of,
Dirty.
if it wasn't for that scene, I feel like but then it wouldn't be as impactful, I guess.
Yeah, like there's certain movies that I like. Well, I'm sure you guys are the same way. Like there's movies that you watch and you go like, I really love this film. I think it's a fantastic film, but I'm not gonna just keep rewatching it. Like that's how I am with the original Last House.
Yeah.
Like
that's
such a landmark movie and fantastic. But I can't just like throw it on to have a good time. Like
no,
dirty.
Not at all. No, even yesterday, I was like, ooh, should I watch the remake of Last House on the Left? Even though I find the remake easier to watch, it's still hard to watch.
Yeah.
So I skipped out on it. I was like, I don't think I can bring myself to do this today.
So 2005 has my favorite horror movie of the last 20 years. Okay.
Oh, I know what it is. Hostel.
That's actually number 2.
What the fuck?
She's close.
So close. Yeah. So it's like, to be fair, it's probably 1A, 1B. because I do love Hostel so much.
Hostel's good.
It
Everything
might
about
not even be on my list, honestly.
Hostel, everything about it, I love it. And that's another. Okay, let's talk about this one since you brought it up. It's good. That's another one that gets the torture porn label. There's so much more in that movie. I love the relationship between the two main characters. I love the fact that one of the friends doesn't make it to the end. He dies not even halfway through, less than halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love the main character of Paxton and his character arc that he goes through. Initially as, well, let's just go to Slatvaga, Prago, whatever the fuck. They just want to fuck girls and leave. Like who wouldn't want to do it, right? But he finds kind of that strength, and there's the scene at the end towards the end where he could leave. He could get away, but he decides to help the Asian girl who was sharing the hostel with him, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big character moment because, early on, like, it's just this selfish college kid, just want to get laid. It's stereotypical. But he goes from kind of that token horny college kid to someone who was ready to risk his life to save someone who doesn't really even know. And that's a really nice moment. And the twists and turns in that movie and the payoff. That's the big thing, right? The payoff. So we find out that certain characters in the movie are revealed to be real scummy pieces of shit. Like the two girls. And that reveal when after he can't find his friend anymore, I think this is after Oli, the king of the swing, is gone. And he kind of goes back to the hotel and there's two more hot chicks. And we're going to the spa. Do you want to come? And he realizes at that moment,
it's a fucking game.
Oh, I'm really double fucked now.
Yeah.
So at the end, when we get him running over one of the girls, and just all that big payoff is marvelous. And they shot another ending that's on the director's cut DVD and Blu-ray. Have you guys seen that?
I don't think I've seen that.
Okay, so the ending of Hostel is he follows the guy that killed his friend, and remember he kind of throws the Hunter Club card, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
And the guy reaches it, and then he grabs his hand and he busts into the bathroom and he kills him and smashes his head in the toilet, blah, 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 and then he gets away, right?
Yep.
Okay. In the alternative ending, he follows him to the train station. And if you remember, when they first met him on a train, he talks about being a father.
Oh, yeah.
His daughter. So he follows him and he sees this guy with his daughter. And he kind of creeps behind him and his daughter is there. And he tells his daughter, listen, I'm going to go to the bathroom. You wait. When he comes out of the bathroom, his daughter is gone. And he's running out, and he rushes out onto the platform and he sees the train leaving. And then we cut to, and you see his face and he's very scared. And we cut to inside the train and it's Paxton holding his daughter with his hand over his daughter's face. That might even be more powerful. You can kill anybody, whatever they're dead. But as somebody, as someone with a daughter, his daughter is now being kidnapped. To me, I'd rather take me over having that happen to my daughter. Oh, forget about it. I'm not sure which was the better ending. I'm fine with the ending that we got, but that's a rough ending to have, man. And brutal shit.
I did not know that. I'll have to check that out.
Oh yeah, rough stuff, man, but real good.
That is good.
But yes, movie number one.
I know it. Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Bingo. To this day.
Yeah.
Scared the shit. I saw that in the theater. I remember walking home from the theater with my best friend talking about that movie. And I'm not a religious guy. So I can see if you're a religious person and you watch that movie, that could that could affect you in a certain way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I was never very religious. It was kind of like mildly religious growing up, and these days it's just not my thing, whatever. But I think the kind of the what if aspect of what happened to her, and it's kind of based on a truish story.
Mm-hmm.
I love the flashbacks that they did. I think the idea that it felt like The Exorcist meets Law and Order was a real unique take on it. And probably above anything else, Jennifer Carpenter, who played Emily Rose, I think that's her name, right? She went on to, I think, to be in like Dexter or something.
She was in Dexter, yeah.
Yeah. She was so good in that role. And we talk about performances that don't get enough attention, specifically female performances, right? So like Toni Collette gets a lot of mention for her with our horror community for her work in Hereditary. Lupita, I don't want to butcher her last name, in Us. And there's a few, right? Why don't we talk about Jennifer Carpenter's performance in this movie on that level? Because it's deserving. And I'm not bringing down Toni Collette performance, and I'm bringing Jennifer Carpenter's performance up. It was so brilliant, perfectly cast. And I don't know how old she was. It's 15, 16 years ago. She's probably around my age. I'm 36 now. So she had to be in her early 20s. And to be able to deliver that powerhouse performance was just fantastic.
Yeah, watching her is like painful to see like what she's going through. The scene with her on the floor and just like all fucked up.
When the boyfriend comes into the dorm
and just sees her, like, what the fuck? It hurts.
Yep, rough stuff. Rough stuff. Yeah. Did you
That
ever see that, Matt?
Me.
Nope.
No.
Dude. Nope.
Damn.
You know what? It's good. It's really good. It's just. I'm gonna go. It's a great film. 5 out of 5 for me.
5 out of 5.
Yeah, I don't think, and because we were talking, I know Jason's in the chat. I don't think he ever did that movie, but I would be curious to hear his thoughts on that. I think that's one that, because I know he, like me, he's not a religious guy, but I think that's a movie that would be like one of those 30-40 minute reviews that he would do, like real. So much to unpack across the board. That's a great one.
Another one added to the list.
There you go.
That's it, man.
It's so damn long. I don't know how I'll ever get to them all, but it's there. Jason, speak of Jason, what did he say? Oh yeah, Matt and Destiny and I want to change our show to a Midsommar discussion instead of the 2010s because we want to branch you out and make you think. I probably won't I probably won't like that movie at all because I hated fucking Hereditary, and I probably won't like Midsommar, so that won't be very good for me.
Land of the Dead? Do you guys ever see that?
Land of the Dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
That's 05 also.
I like that movie.
Yeah, good stuff. George Romero movie. My main man.
My
favorite, my all-time favorite director. Had a chance to meet him like 2 years before he died. Total gentleman. Sometimes you meet people at these conventions, and if you have a bad experience, it really sours you.
Yeah.
On their work.
Yeah.
He was my number one director forever, and I met him, and somehow it even was better than I could ever hope for.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, yeah. And if anyone's a fan of any type of zombie films or his films, zombie films in general, films that kind of project political, social commentary, that's a good one to watch. Good stuff.
Yeah, Jason, we get it. I thought you hated Hereditary. I fucking already told you that before. I just don't. I don't like it.
Hereditary. I understand. See, people link those two together. I loved Hereditary. I wasn't a fan of Midsommar, even though the acting. It's weird. It's like the acting was very good. The cinematography is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Set design, directing. I just couldn't get through the pacing of it. Now, part of that is when I was in the theater. I don't want to spoil it for you, Matt, but Destiny, there's a scene towards the end that's an uncomfortable scene to watch. Okay, so you know where I'm. Okay, that's all I have to
Yeah.
say, right? I'm in the theater. That scene is starting, right? So say you're in this theater and it's a fairly packed theater, and this scene's happening, and you're fucking watching this shit, and then out of nowhere the screen turns black. The power shut off in the theater. And by the time you get to that scene, like there's a lot of shit that happens before you get to that scene.
Yeah.
So tell my mom about this movie, and you know, once a month I take my mom to the movies, and I you know, we kind of have a day. So why don't you come see this movie with me? Said it's a bit of a slog to get there because the pacing is it's rough at times. So I think because I had just seen it days prior, having to sit through that again might have soured me. Watching it again, you know, I don't know. I really don't know if you like that, Matt, because you seem to like faster paced films, right?
Yeah, I don't think he'll like.
Yeah,
Midsummer.
but Hereditary didn't feel like that. I felt like the Hereditary pacing was better or quicker, right?
I don't know why. I couldn't get into it at all. I finished it. I don't know how I fucking finished it, but I sat through it and the ending happened and I was just like, what? And I was like, I don't know. I don't like to think, I guess. I like fucking a dude fucking killing people with a fucking knife or machete, and that's
right.
all I want to see.
I did an article about that where I broke down different horror fans.
I saw that.
Yeah, you're like
the stick figure.
Stick figure horror fan. I think that was like pretty. There's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing. I own hundreds of movies like that because sometimes you just want to put a movie on and just have fun. You don't want to have to think about it. And if that's the type of fan you are almost exclusively, don't apologize for it. Have fucking fun and enjoy it.
There's so fucking many of them. That's why I didn't jump into any of these other films that people are like, oh, you see this, you see this, you see this. There's so many 80s cheesy slashers that I never saw or never even knew existed. So I'm still catching up on all those films that are freaking a good fucking fun time that I love. So I'll get to the other films. It's just taking me a little bit longer.
I hear you.
Me too.
Go at your own pace. Enjoy.
I love
House of Wax was 2005, right?
Yes, it was.
Yes,
you guys dig that one?
I love that one.
Yeah, love it. Great soundtrack.
That was up my speed.
Paris Hilton.
Well, besides her, but she wasn't bad in the movie.
She wasn't bad in it.
We're not gonna talk shit, Matt.
No, I didn't say nothing. She was fine.
Well, I feel like I always have to defend Paris Hilton in House of Wax.
No, she wasn't like it wasn't like you watched that. Well, some people just watch that for her to die, but I didn't.
Well, exactly. I don't understand that. I feel like I don't know why you hate someone so much.
She played her role the way she was meant to play the role. She did it perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with her performance in the movie. Just if you don't like her as a person, don't fucking.
She was much better in House of Wax. Like seeing her progress, like in her acting, like she was much better in House of Wax than she was in One Night in Paris, which was a very boring film. There was she was a slog in that movie. It's terrible. So in House of Wax, there was much more energy, right? Did you see that, Matt? Did you see One Night in Paris?
Yeah.
It was not entertaining at all. Destiny, I think you probably missed that. I wouldn't even recommend it. Don't.
Yeah, no, I did not see that.
Yeah, that's fine. You wouldn't like it.
Miss Carter says I need to get to Becky and do a review. I have Becky. I just haven't watched it yet.
I still need to watch it.
I heard it's really good. I just haven't watched it yet.
Is that the one that's kind of like feels like Home Alone?
Yeah.
With Kevin James?
Kevin James, yep.
Yeah. It's like the Nazi, right?
Yep.
That's the
skinhead guy, yep. I can't picture him as being a bad guy though. He's always so funny and fucking having a good time.
He did a good job.
What else? Amityville Horror remake came out in 2005.
Oh yeah.
And that's Ryan Reynolds with six-pack abs getting all wet. So
looking
fantastic.
What the fuck was
that? Yep.
Looking great.
Who's the girl? Melissa George, I think, is the girl in that movie. His wife. She did a good job too. And the kids
also
are
looking great.
I like that movie. I like the original. That one was good too.
Yeah, the remake is probably a little easier to sit through. The original Amityville Horror is a little. I like slower films,
Mhm.
From what I remember, Amityville Horror, I haven't seen it in a few years. Might be a little too slow. A little too slow.
That might be shocking to some people. I actually enjoy the original Amityville Horror.
Yeah, no, it's good. The second, I
Wow.
might like the second one better. The second one, I think, is
I never-
actually a prequel. It's with Paulie from Rocky.
I never seen any of the sequels. I only seen the original and then the remake. Are they worth
You don't want to
watching?
go down that rabbit hole, man.
No.
There's like so many.
There's so many, and then there's kind of like spin-offs, and then some people kind of just get the Amityville name and they just use it in a shitty movie. It's really bad.
Oh no, I saw the one with Bella Thorne, I think, that came out
Amityville Awakening?
Yeah, with the kid from Shameless. He was Joker in Gotham. Cameron.
I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
I know who you're talking about too.
He was but in this movie he's like sleeping the whole time.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, for real. Like, was he sick or was he in a coma? He was
I think he was in a coma. I think
he said, "Why is he asleep?"
Yeah,
I didn't watch it, so I don't know. I just knew Bella Thorne was in it.
That's the only reason I watched it.
Yeah, she's
Really?
not bad. She's not bad.
What? I wanted to watch Bella Thorne. I wanted to watch it.
Why?
Because I wanted to.
Probably the same reason you like to watch Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. So what?
I mean,
No, Ryan Reynolds is funny. He's funny.
He is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Have you guys seen Waiting? Did you guys ever see Waiting with Ryan Reynolds?
Yep.
That's as somebody who works in a restaurant.
It works.
That's fucking on point, bro.
It's real. It's real.
It's real, with the exception of like the game they play.
Yeah.
Everything's accurate.
That's so. I was gonna do a watch party for that with Filthy Dan, but he never seen it, and he didn't have it, so he didn't do it.
Oh, so yeah.
It's so funny.
It is.
They made a second one, I think, but
yeah, still waiting. Nah, not as good. It was fun.
Ryan Reynolds and Justin Long are great together, so it works.
Yeah.
I'm
looking through all these 2005 movies. There was a lot of shit, like shit. The Fog remake, that was terrible.
Yeah.
Which is amazing because that was with Jennifer Carpenter, who was great in Exorcism of Emily Rose, and then she's also in that stinker.
That was not good.
No, horrendous with like CGI fog.
mm-hmm.
Really, that was really bad. That was terrible. Now that I think about it, that was a terrible movie.
Yeah, it was fucking like the worst remake ever.
There's a great one we haven't mentioned.
What's that?
The Descent.
The Descent. Yes.
Never seen it.
Oh no, that was a good one. I never saw the sequel, but the first one was good.
It's not good. The sequel is not good.
Descent. That's in the cave, right?
Yes.
Okay. Those monster things.
Yeah, they're like humanoids. I don't know.
I bought it. It's over on the shelf too. I just didn't get around to watching it.
You need to watch it. If I'm telling you that you need to watch it, you need to watch it.
You said humanoids.
What about Wolf Creek? Did you guys see that one?
I saw that in the theater when it first came out.
No.
Destiny, you would like Wolf Creek. You think she would like it? I think she would dig that one.
I don't even know what the fuck kind of movie that'd be called. What would that even be considered?
Like, that was like the people like
isolation shit.
Like they're traveling through Australia.
Yeah, is that like a true crime type of thing?
Like, yeah, it was a true story. I think.
It was based on true story, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Backpackers are kidnapped by this crazy Australian guy.
Oh, that guy.
I think he like tortures them. They made a sequel, and they also made a TV show. I didn't watch the TV show, but I think that the same guy the main guy in the movies, is in the TV show. Like, it wasn't recast. I think it was just him.
I haven't watched that literally since 2005. So
yeah,
I don't know if the rewatchability is there. Probably not. Fucking Doom came out with The Rock. That movie sucked.
I wonder if he ever came out with anything good after that. That probably killed his career.
The Rock?
Yeah. Probably not popular at all, right?
Nah, he's a bum.
Yeah.
He's only in fucking like 8 movies a year.
Yeah, and he's fucking WWE wrestling, and he's got TV shows. He's got a new a TV show about his life out, and then he does the show on HBO, and then reality shows. And he's still like, he's got his kids at home. He's still there, and he's working out, and he's got muscles on muscles.
The fucking good dude.
They talk about running for president. Like, fine, just do everything.
I did see that.
He's a superhero.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna be Black Adam. He's gonna be Black Adam.
Damn.
Yeah.
What?
He does it all.
Like, he's gonna be Black Adam. Who's like the arch nemesis of Shazam.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then the Fast and the Furious, right?
Yep, he did them too. Jason Doom rolled. Really? I didn't like that movie. But that doesn't surprise me that you like it and I don't. So that's not really fucking job.
Well, I didn't even see it.
I don't even know if I finished it, to be honest. I think I started it and I fucking shut it off. I just didn't like it. I love the video game, but not the movie. Fuck. Chris Snyder says Feast.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. That was they made 3 of them, and I think that was it Matt Damon and I think it was Matt Damon and Ben Affleck like produced it. That was like an isolated flick too. That took place at like a restaurant or a bar.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen it. I got them all, but
it sounds familiar. I've never seen it though.
Yeah.
I know I got to see a fucking lot of movies though, so I'm gonna have to get on that. We'll go at my own pace.
That's all you gotta do.
So the next time we do this, then we gotta go fucking 2006 to 2000. Well, I guess we could go to 2009 or 2010, whichever.
Yeah. Play it by ear, I guess.
Play it by ear, but fucking it's late from this. This is the longest I've ever fucking went.
Wow.
Only because Robby was so late, so we didn't have a choice.
And I don't shut the fuck up either. I start talking, and then that's the end of that.
That's okay. We fucking love it.
That's it.
That's fucking awesome, guys. I think it went pretty well, even though you know, like I said, way more than I do. So I'm just here to listen. I'm just the host. And you guys fucking just, well, mainly Robby just goes on and on and on. That's okay.
You know what? You can just mute me at times. I don't even have to know it. You'll just see me like.
So your mouth will be going, then me and Destiny will be talking about something else. Okay.
People basically do that in real life anyway.
Okay, perfect. Good. At least you'll be used to it.
Yeah, you can just kind of like put me in the corner of the screen. You guys can be talking about, whatever it is.
Just
and
whatever.
I'm just rambling.
It don't matter to me. I like fucking bringing these people on that know more than I do, which is pretty much everybody. But I get to learn something.
We all learn from each other.
I know. I get to learn something every stream, so it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's the best. And then you got watch parties where you just fucking shoot the shit and don't talk about anything important. Which is cool too.
The last couple of weeks I've been with Filthy Dan doing George Romero films. And that's been a fucking blast, man. We did Night, Dawn, and Day last week. Hopefully next week we're gonna do Land, but that's been fun too, man.
Those are I need to get on
deep diving into those.
I seen those. You can go fucking deep in that shit. You can know every nick and cranny about that stuff.
Yeah.
It was good shit. And then we'll have to definitely look down the road. We'll schedule our second part 2 for this for sure. And I appreciate you getting off work and then hopping right on here, dude. That's freaking awesome of you to do that.
Good call to separate it too, because there's just too much to talk about.
Yeah, there's so much.
Be a 5-hour stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I couldn't stay awake.
No.
I'll try, but
you need to go to bed, and I'm gonna go to bed because then I got to get the kids up for school.
I'm gonna shower because I
He's gonna shower.
Chicken wings.
Okay, I don't want to hear anything about showering. Okay. So.
Yeah, I've learned nothing from Matt. Let's be honest here. I'm not here to I'm not here to teach. That's for fucking sure. I'm not here to teach. I'm here to fucking. All I do is crack jokes and try to be funny, even if it ain't funny.
That's it.
And have a good time.
So
that's all.
Something.
But I love you, Jason. I know you say these things out of the kindness of your fucking evil heart, but you can pretend you don't love me, but I think you do. But that was fucking badass, guys. I appreciate you both coming on. And like I said, we'll get in touch about the second part and go from there. I'll get to learn some more shit that I don't know. But I'll be looking forward to it for sure. So definitely I'll be back, like I said, next Wednesday. Filthy with Fauci episode 4, and then the week after that we'll have 300 subscriber Destiny's favorite word banger. So we'll have a good time doing that. So once again, thanks for coming on, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for everybody that's in the chat, and have a good night, everybody. Peace.